growing, enemies arise and hate is flowing, shooting, flying in the sky. The things are born of the one side to the grave will only grow more life. Farewell to days of peace, 'cause now it's time to die. Kill for kill, eye for eye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TMN Neo Fates Crossing number 28. I am your host for tonight, Zircon, here to bring you some wonderful BB tag action. If you aren't familiar with TMN Neo and don't know what it is we're doing here, we are a community-led continuation of the original training mode network, originally ran by Lovingly, now known as Romantic, with his unfortunate retirement from FGC TO work, just kind of in general. A bunch of us community members, myself included, have taken it upon ourselves to continue on the legacy of TMN and give the lesser known players a place to show what they can do and a place to shine without all the stress of having to play against really good players. With us on the mic tonight, we have Lon Lily and one of our graduates, Void or Rat. How you guys doing?
Yo, everyone. Yeah, this is not my first time commentating for TMN, but it is actually my second time. Not super familiar with the TMN brackets outside of like what I've seen in general, but I really do love these beginner brackets and really love what they provide to the community. So I'm always happy to provide my input and my yapping, and I'm commentating with the one and only Rat, somebody who I haven't commentated with yet. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. This is definitely not my first, second, or even third time commentating this, as I've commentated this multiple times before and after graduating, but always love doing it.
Yes, and we got a pretty nice sizable bracket. Once again, it's always a futile attempt for me to do math, but it's at least looking like I think around 9 or 10 players. Regardless, you know how big the bracket is, we got a plenty of quality matches coming up to you right now. First up, we'll be having Mintjulep versus DaBelowZero.
Looks like we have, if I counted right, 11, so pretty close.
Yeah, and you know, DaBelowZero, I think we were discussing a little bit in the preamble before the tournament, I believe, is somebody that is relatively new to the TMN sphere, at least on the BB tag side of things. Logging in with a very interesting team with that Kanji Labrys. Very untraditional, but going up against Mintjulep with the Chie Hilda, which is probably one of the more competitively viable, I think, top tier comps that we have access to this game, and a player that I feel like I was familiar with the last time I commentated TMN, but I don't exactly remember what they played. But hey, you know, bringing in such a strong team, it's going to be an interesting fight, especially against such an awkward team like Kanji Labrys.
Yeah, I have never seen Mintjulep play, so this is gonna be new to me. From Below Zero, I know from Weekend Rebel Rumble. I actually played them my first time playing in Rebel Rumble, and they were bad.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So, you know, Kanji Labrys is made up of two characters that are generally considered on the lower end of the tier list for this game, and both characters aren't necessarily like the greatest in terms of their potential, and like paired together, it can be a little bit of an awkward comp. Though Kanji does have some surprisingly strong assists, and I think you can do some interesting thing with Labrys, but already starting off with a nice JC available here from the Kanji.
Yeah, I feel like this match is definitely going to be a little harder for Zero if we're looking purely based on matchups. But getting a good hit there, getting their work started, no burst. Oh, blue combo though.
All right, yeah, build up to that kind of that red X area. Hilda, though, throwing out the JB, unfortunately whiffing that 5A and getting a pretty safe burst. However, this Labrys has been moving and grooving around, just putting up a lot of pressure and almost a potential happy birthday, but that should be a kill.
Yeah, definitely should be a kill. Red Axe ready. Oh, mashing 2B on the... Oh, drops the confirm, though. That hit Kanji. I hate that.
Yeah, here comes... Yeah, just... Here comes the giant fist coming out, and it is a surprisingly, like, big hitbox. It's a giant fist. It kind of has that, I don't know what to describe it as, like kind of just a box hitbox around the general area. So even though it is, you know, it's a downward moving punch, I believe it does have a hitbox, just kind of through the entire hand and fist. So yeah, it can cause moments like that. But yeah, that was pretty dominantly shown game from DaBelowZero. Not a lot of that traditional Chie Hilda like zoning plus rush down pressure, but yeah, you know, maybe they're warming up.
Yeah. I want to see more, like, because they seem like they were not sure how to deal with Zero just kind of air dashing in with Labrys. Is that JA or JB? That's the spin axe?
That's JB.
Okay. Oh, gets the burst punish. Oh, tries to go for the reset instead. Oh, no combo off that though.
Yeah, was able to crouch through the EX command air grab there, but does not keep it all burst safe. Very nice punish there, but not able to stabilize the combo.
Oh, this will punish. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this could be a dead character.
Yeah, yellow axe, 4 bars on deck. I'm a little bit surprised about that. This decision to spend the meter, but hey, you know, keep it mostly burst safe here. I think if you can go into the super, that should have been kill. Actually, I'm not sure if Kanji's routing.
They couldn't have gone into it. No, you can't. No can drop. Letting a little bit of these like drop short. Oh, that's big to let go. Just Hilda whiffing that. Oh no.
Just waking up with the super there, able to just bring in the solo Chie. Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird situation. I don't think it's necessarily like the strongest utilization of that 5P quirk, but yeah, Kanji's 5P does lack a little bit of a collision hitbox, so if you do a move that makes you invulnerable, like such as Residence, and you call 5P, they will actually pass through like that. So I'm not sure if there was an intentional use for the for that Kanji 5P like interaction, but nonetheless, yeah, the DaBelowZero already taking 2 games relatively dominantly.
I was actually not aware of that little fact of Kanji 5P, but that intentional or not usage, that was really interesting to see, and I'm willing to bet Mint was just not expecting it at all. Oh, we have the quick swap to... Oh, this is a team. I am fully experienced. I know this team very well from the amount of times I have played King of Ninjas. This team is nasty if piloted correctly.
Yeah, but you know, Yukiko is one of those weirder characters that have to operate, and judging just solely based off their player card, this is probably a team they are more familiar with, and already making a lot more strides here in this matchup, just throwing out those 5Bs everywhere. Has been doing a lot of damage on Kanji, almost a perfect game here, but hey, you know, getting a little bit of hits, but this Yumi's still moving around.
I am a little concerned that they've gotten multiple hits where they just didn't go into Snow Rave.
You know,
especially
maybe
that happy birthday.
You know, they're maybe not super familiar with the game, not super familiar with the routing. Like, it's kind of understandable, but at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, you just need some solid hits and going with the DHC. That is almost a dead character, but hey, not dead is very different than almost dead, but that's gonna get hit with the triple lows there, and that's a pretty dominant game there for Mintjulep, just with a character they're more comfortable with.
Yeah, it was a lot of stray hits, but both these characters do enough damage. Although Yukiko wasn't like leveled up at all, so it was mostly just Yumi doing the damage of like stray hits.
Yeah, like for the most part, like, you know, Yumi is definitely a character that thrives a lot in scramble situations. And as a result, you know, that game was just full of scrambles. And, you know, as you noted, there wasn't a lot of implementation into the aerial rave. Perhaps just not super familiar with the negation or all that. But, you know, regardless, like, you can get a lot of pretty strong pressure just through, like, resets or just through, like, neutral interactions with Yumi just because she has really high damage scaling. So, good utilization of the 5B in general, even despite the fact there was not a lot of, like, solidified combos. But, hey, you know, like, you know, sometimes you don't need it.
Can she not combo off that?
I'm pretty sure Labrys is that bad, yes.
Even on counter hit?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, going in for the fire boost setup a little bit there, but not able to like really get it off safely. So forcing in the Yumi, and Kanji in the corner can be quite threatening, but yeah, just managed to get out.
That's punish. That's an instant punish. Now, do they know how to do the follow-up? They do. Ah, called the assist too early. Oh, got the hit. Do they know the full combo, or are they going for the short one? Nope, they know the resets, the Kanji resets.
Yeah, going in, just stabilize the combo a little bit, make sure they can keep it all meter safe, and even despite the very dominant game they had the previous time around, this is looking quite bad for Mintjulep. This Yumi has been like kind of the crutch there, but manages to get in with the flying command grab, and DaBelowZero taking back their momentum, winning the set 3-1.
Yeah, good adjustment. Going back to the smothering offense, they basically exhibited in the first two games. Game 3, they kind of like just fell apart a bit, got a little too passive, I think. And then Game 4, they just went back to, I'm gonna run in and press, and it worked.
Yeah, like I think overall, just speaking objectively here, maybe Mintjulep doesn't have a lot of experience on the game yet, but hey, it takes a while, and I'm really happy that they still joined the beginner bracket. Just learn some things over time, maybe learn some of those stabilized combos, and they definitely learning those could have helped them in that matchup. But is what these beginner brackets are for. They help people learn and just have those experience just so they know where to potentially fix their points. But able to take a game off DaBelowZero, who I didn't really comment too much on their set, but like pretty good utilization of both Kanji and Labrys. It's very clear, that they had a good understanding of how to operate both characters, and even though that just kind of objectively speaking they're not on the stronger end of things, they still were able to get their combos down, had pretty solid understanding of their Oki, and I think that's really what gave Mintjulep a lot of trouble, is just kind of that information difference in how to play the characters. But regardless, they will be moving on to the next side of the bracket, and hopefully Mintjulep can brush up on some things and get some good mileage in the loser side. But yeah, next up, it looks like we'll be having Lavender versus Oguri Cap.
Lavi on Hilda. I don't think I've ever seen that, but I could be wrong. And
You
Blake,
can blame me for that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get you for that. Or Blake, Oguri Cap on their essentially new main team. I haven't seen them go use Ruby Yang in a while. They've been hard grinding this team under the tutelage of Sykes, and it's definitely gotten way better. They obviously, as with any player on a newer team, there's some habits. Yeah, I'm trying to ignore that, Ago. I'm gonna let him rock with that. But getting right into it, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, Oguri Cap, aka Blake for Life, has been really rocking with this Adachi Ruby team. One of the intermediate / beginner players that I think has become a really upcoming star. And as Brad mentioned, under the tutelage of Sykes, a pretty successful Ruby Adachi player themselves. So having a good teacher alongside just being able to train constantly has allowed them to have a lot of success in these beginner brackets. They have a lot of the general crooks of the team down, and it's just about implementing them in this here. But Weiss Hilda, I actually think it might be a decent team to deal with a lot of these Adachi Ruby shenanigans. Let's see what they got here.
Almost got hit right off bat with that got hit right off bat with the 4P, but the Hilda 6P saving that.
Alright, yeah, sets up
I don't know
the
about using
BZO.
cross combo specifically for that. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it's to stabilize and make sure that, Ruby's able to get in time and make sure that they're able to utilize most of the BZO. It's not a bad use case. I mean, as you can see, it's already back up and just trying to find some mileage here. Yeah, that was a bit more of a safe implementation there just because the Ruby was a little bit forward. Really nice defense, actually.
Yeah, really. Ah, the ice shard interrupting the confirm.
Once again, not wanting to challenge that BZO setup. Ruby coming straight in. Push block out of the situation. That Hilda is looking quite low. Feeling like they want to get her out, yeah.
I would say I would get this Hilda out of here. Oh. I don't know. I feel like you could have bursted there, but it was really hard and tight timing, but I do not blame them for just letting it go.
I think in that situation, like, perhaps it's just like, even if you can burst, you really want to risk not playing with level 4 Resident Hilda. I do think I understand the implementation there, even if bursting was possible.
Does this kill? Because Hilda's low damage, and that was a long combo. I don't think this kills.
Yeah, put him in the one-touch situation, though. They're getting a safe swap out of the Ruby.
No.
And yeah, that should be a nice solid combo. Thankfully, Ruby doesn't do a ton of damage. Actually, managed to lose a corner. That's actually pretty big for late Lavi here. And a good match out of that bit of a combo drop. A very unsafe burst in, too.
I'll say that was definitely not a point I would have said first. Wake up super just doesn't want to deal with any of the Hilda, cheese, anything, nothing.
Yeah, and I think like overall, like that decision definitely was born of maybe frustration or just that reading Lavi's habits here of just like kind of not maybe not respecting a lot of what Adachi can do at the full screen, or maybe even just reading the desperation there, because when you're at that low position, it's very difficult not to want to keep up your pressure, and sometimes you just have to, or you kind of get rolled over. So I think it was a good call out.
Oh, definitely. I also feel like Hilda's tend to press when they're across screen on someone else's wake up. Not obviously all of them, but like I feel like it's a common thing. A little lackluster on the pressure there. Got the BZO, just didn't really do much with it. Very nice push block to stop the sandwich, and checks with the.
Yeah,
there's that low priority. Sorry, go ahead.
That's fine. Yeah, just able to get the Ruby back in. That's how I know you're a student of Sykes there. Mother Ducker does that all the time.
Oh, that's also from Deku too. Before they played Adachi Ruby, they played Ruby Yang and learned from Deku, and Deku also does that all the time. Was that a bait with the... I feel like that was a bait with the setup of the sigil.
Yeah, perhaps, regardless. I think Gurikov did get crossed up there. That command grab was a little bit weird. It sets up a pretty disgusting sandwich. Baits out the burst too, but unfortunately not able to get Ruby. Frame trapped with the little bit of the whiff that Weiss does have. 4 bars on deck. I think that should be killed.
Oh, this is definitely dead. Like, need to spend all 4? Do it. Get a character out.
Oh
no!
Yeah, that was maybe a little bit of a bold decision there from Lavi, but that should just be a whip punish. No, actually opts to go for the super.
No.
Could have punished the AZO, and I think they are going to be paying off for this. Goes into the Atom Smasher. I was a little worried about the decision to go into Atom Smasher instead of cross slash there, but you know what? A dub is a dub.
I thought they were gonna route into Astral, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's a tournament set. You don't need to. Sometimes you just gotta keep it simple. This is like...
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not judging them for it. I'm just the special kind of player that's like, oh, I can Astral? Sure, why not? I'll do it.
I mean, you know, it makes a statement. Like, there is a psychological optimization to it, where it's just like, damn, I really got Astral there. Am I washed? Am I... you make him think about it. I don't know how Lavi is exactly feeling about that situation there, but hey, you know, you just got to pick yourself out the bootstraps and hopefully get some progress here, because they were doing pretty well.
Oh yeah, it was basically just that one bet. They both went for grab, I'm pretty sure there, and Weiss just won out. She was definitely doing really good. It was just that one bad assist call and press. Oh no! Does that reach? Is that... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the 5B read doesn't reach.
Yeah, I think you need to 2C there in that situation, but hey, you know, still a good amount of damage on this Weiss, able to get the anti-air unblockable DP as well. I imagine they want to get her out now, yeah.
And gets a hit too for some damage. Honestly, at this point I wouldn't burst. Oh, that's gonna get a combo too, because that's counter hit. Ah, too far. Had to 2C there.
No, I believe that it was a counter hit on the Weiss, but not on the Hilda, so that wasn't, they weren't able to pick up off the main character.
Oh, was it? Okay, I just heard counter and thinking, okay, that's a combo.
Yeah, thankfully he doesn't get a combo if he counter hits. You have to counter hit the character.
The main
who hits
character,
the
yeah.
combo.
Oh, they actually know the nice combos? Let's go. They know the 2A. Oh no! Again! And this might be a dead. Oh, okay, no, they didn't do the full combo. Okay, this is gonna be a dub for Lavi. 2-1 now.
That's the second time I've noticed that on Lavi on the incoming. They opt to mash with the Hilda, which is a very interesting decision because Hilda 5A, I believe, is 12 frames. Against most characters' mass options, like let's for say like Ruby or Adachi, they're around the 6 to 7 frame area. So it's kind of interesting they're opting to mash there. Maybe they're believing that they're far away enough where their buttons won't reach, or something along those lines. But like both times, it's almost been kind of catastrophic how much they've lost the game off that. So I'm wondering if they're gonna adapt to that situation or not. Or
They also need to, I feel like, need to stop just calling assist on that. Very nice coverage with the assist. That was very smart.
able to get the overhead conversion here. Yeah, that's one of the nice things about Ruby. Like, not only is she able to get pretty consistent instant overheads too, she has solo conversions off them in the corner.
Okay, I was wondering if Hilda was going to drop out of that because of how high she was.
Thankfully not able to snipe out the Hilda.
I think that's too high for any confirm.
Just trying to find anything there.
That's going to be blocked. I didn't know if that would work or if that would clash. I wasn't sure about that interaction. I was like, get this Ruby out.
Oh, that was a really nice stabilization there. Thankfully, also called the assist there, but
no
not opting to
BZO.
go for a kill. Maybe missing the BZO input as well. But this is a pretty dangerous game, I think, for Lavi. Almost like could have been a potential disastrous happy birthday. That Hilda will be going down, and not going to be a whip punish on that 5A. But how much to ask you have in the take left here?
Very nice counter. Countered the Zeo. Counter again! It's not going to kill, but that's looking very good now. They're looking much better, at least.
Yeah, go cash out into the super. Just wants to keep all this pressure here. Tries to go for the grab. And that
no.
might be a kill, I believe.
No.
No, not yet.
Not quite enough. One hit. I thought that was about to be an empty jump low. I was like, you're in res, spend some meter on... Oh no. Can Weiss kill off this? This is dead. Very nice from Lavi. Good patience, waited for Oguri to come in, basically rush in and kill themselves.
Yeah, it's I definitely like how Lavi decided to play that like 2v1/1v1 situation. As strong as a zoner Adachi can be, his like main projectile options are quite committal, and they are pretty vulnerable to getting sniped out by Weiss. So I think the way Lavi played it was just trying to get into their mid-range slash kind of like almost long-range zone that Weiss really likes to be in, able to just like poke out the Azio or like any persona move that they go in and just start pressure from there. And it was proving a little bit too much for Oguri Cap to handle and almost gets put into the sandwich scenario, but hey, gonna opt for the BZO there. But once again, the DP unblockable, always an omnipresent force with this team.
I don't know if I agree with bursting there. Well, got the hit anyway. I don't agree with that either, but... Little string. Throw bait. Oh, got the hit.
Oh no!
Dropped it!
I believe they wanted to go for the for the Azio loops in the corner, but I don't think they 2C it in time. It doesn't matter. Gets the 5A hit, going for a little bit of a fancy routing there, but a little too fancy, in fact. Hey, you know what? Just keep it all an American reset, go in the cross slash. Doesn't matter how you win your games, as long as you take those dubs. And yeah, that's going to be a 3-2 victory for Oguri Cap in a pretty dominant fashion, no less, in this last round.
Yeah, that last game was pretty one-sided beatdown, honestly. I feel like it seemed like Lavi just kind of fell apart and just wasn't sure what to do there once they got pressured. And despite the drops, Oguri just made the most of it, kept up the pressure.
Yeah, like, I think for the most part, that last game was very, perhaps, you know, they came back from pretty dominant, or came back from pretty, like, close games. Maybe the stress got to them, because I'm definitely noticing, like, you know, some more panicky decision-making. I think on a couple times there was a drop, I noticed that they immediately went in for, like, a glyph or, like, just some type of Weiss special, so perhaps they saw the opportunity and thought they could maybe mash out of the situation. It's just the problem with doing it against Adachi Ruby is they have so much screen presence and screen control that even if they do end up dropping a combo or even making you think that they drop a combo, they have so much coverage that, like, it's really hard to fight back. So I think that's why that game ended up being so dominant for them. Hey, moving on to the next round already.
Now, Nago just not like super recently, but recently started playing this team instead of like Hazama Seth and Akihiko Seth. And I will say, from what I was seeing, I saw some sets between Nago, or some matches between Nago and Oguri before the bracket, just in as like warm up. Nago knows what he's doing.
You know, already just like kind of playing around here. This has been a very scramble neutral heavy game, but Fishlinger has been forced to spend a lot of that bar on push block, so their resources are looking quite low. Already pushing block out, though they have the life advantage by a decent margin. It just could, like, you know, in terms of the cash out damage, it's like it's definitely gonna be in Nago's favor. I don't think there's gonna be a kill. You know, Yang is 18k and respecting the safe jump.
As I no meter to do any kind of super there.
You know, surprisingly, this is the most I've actually seen the Seth out, and he's already getting hit here or there. Now, thankfully, Blake is a pretty low damage character in general, but does find the grab against the Blake, but goes in for a little bit of a fancy combo, though giving an opportunity to set up the sandwich.
Interesting raw tag right in front of a cross combo. Oh no. I'd like this. Oh no, drops it!
Yeah, just wanted to go in for that EX rooting. That is a possible route for Labrys, just a little bit mistimed there, giving Fishlicker a good chance at life once more, but Blake going down. Yang, though, having that semblance, calling out perhaps a 5B mash just with the 2C and just keep it all stable. Nago taking the first game.
Not gonna lie, I expected really just a A-string to finish that off, but they just did the whole combo and it still won, so can't really complain.
Yes, and I'm not super familiar with what Nago plays. It sounds like, and it kind of looks like Seth Aki, as I think we were talking about here. But hey, you know, Labrys looking pretty solid overall, and like Fishlicker definitely not somebody that should be trifled with, especially when given these environments for the beginners / intermediate bracket, and also Black String of Death. Wouldn't be a tournament I commentate without some type of issue. But
No,
it looks
we're
like
good.
they're back.
We're good.
Thank God. But
Also,
yeah,
it is Seth Aki and Hazama Seth.
Okay, very interesting team comps for sure, but regardless, you know, gonna focus on the team that we got right in front of us. But yeah, this looks like Fishlicker, somebody I'm very familiar with in terms of their play. We'll see how much they can adapt here to this Labrys, but already started off pretty well with that push block, stabilizing the combo too, and the cross up.
I think they expected a burst there, so they let it go.
That was an interesting class for sure, but able to, yeah, just comparative to the last game, the Blake spacing has been pretty immaculate, able to catch a lot of up bats and all that jazz coming out from Nago, but tried to mash out maybe at the wrong time, bringing in the Yang, but that's just another DP. 2-1 for a C, that classic Seth option, going to be sniping out the Yang instead.
Oh, no confirm. That would have been a dead Labrys.
You know, not everything's all bad. Able to use that opportunity to stop in the semblance, but this is going to be a forced out burst. Ooh, very surprised there was no super there, but regardless, going to be bringing out both character, trying to snipe out something, and just gets punished with a 2-1 for C. Gets the assist, not in time, actually.
Sits there, doesn't react to the grab. Choosing to... Oh, I was going to say choosing to sacrifice the Yang.
What? Did Labrys actually projectile invul through the firecracker and still get hit? That was a
So what happened?
bit.
No, I think what happened there was because it projectile invul through the firecracker, but the chain itself didn't hit anything. There wasn't the reduced. She wasn't able to dash and keep herself safe, and because Yang armored through the 5P, it made it punish like that. It was just a series of unfortunate circumstances, but this also might be, kill off this? Oh
okay.
my goodness, what a bait!
Yeah, really smart there, I think, from Nago. Recognized that there was an orb in play, and realized that, you know, if that's kind of the orb kind of mind game that you have to play. If there's an orb out, you have to be very careful about not pressing any buttons, but you also just like want to make sure that the Seth right in front of you isn't doing anything too fancy. So like, I like the ideology there of just like sitting there being patient, because they were basically calling out like, hey, you're gonna panic, you're gonna do something, whether it's a DP or a mash, and you're gonna get hit by this orb. So I thought that was a really smart decision there from Nago.
Oh, completely. The only thing that Fish could have done there to stop the orb at that point was grab Seth, and what's the chances of that at that point? Like mid his 2A pressure, you're grabbing? No.
Regardless,
that's the easiest way to get counter hit.
I've been noticing like Fish Licker has been going in for a lot of push blocks, just really not wanting to allow Nago to get on them, which is a pretty common strategy, I think, for some players, especially for Blake, who doesn't necessarily have the greatest defensive options.
Yeah, but I don't agree with push blocking as incessantly as Fish is, because it's consistently leaving them with no meter at all.
Jump out of the situation. That was a little bit of a weird burst, but like thankfully no punish coming out from Fish Licker's side. And yeah, as we're seeing here, like yeah, with all those push blocks that they were doing in the early game here, they have no push blocks when it actually matters, and able to maybe get this punish on this Blake on the raw tag, but no, gets the overhead instead. Ah my, all these weird bursts. 2-1 for C coming out. That's a dead Yang.
This is a tall mountain to climb. Did that hit Seth behind her?
Maybe. Nice snipe out there. I don't think this is gonna be a kill. Yeah, they're fortunately getting a lot of meter, just trying to whip something out. That Blake, freaking Labrys sucks. I don't know what that like projectile invul move still gets hit by projectile. That was EX chain knuckle, alright.
Maybe it hit because the super hit Seth first, so it's counted still? I don't know.
That was a weird interaction, but unfortunately there for Fish Licker, the Seth Labrys team comp proved to be a little too much for them, and they will be bowing out from the winner side. 3-0 for them, for Nago, I should say. Yeah, moving on to, I believe, yeah, winner semifinals.
I assume we're doing winners semifinals first, because losers is not caught up, because the loser of this one we just watched has to play, and then we'll have losers matches.
Yep. But...
Which this is a match I have seen plenty of times coming up. Then Trogs versus Oguri, and it has gone both ways, but more recently Trogs has come out on top. But also, every time I've seen them play, Trogs has basically been forced to pull out the Akihiko Yumi. And yep, came in with the Yumi, not even trying the other teams, it looks like. Just going straight to the one that has worked in this matchup.
Yeah, like overall, Akiyuzu by no means a weak team at all. I think it has some pretty nice utilizations on Yuzu's side with Aki's a little bit of awkward assist, and Akihiko surprisingly has a corkscrew plus 6p setup that can be a pretty strong pressure starter. But if you're gonna talk about consistent Akihiko teams, I see nothing better than this Akihiko Yumi comp. A very strong explosive team comp with good damage, good ways to skip neutral and get Akihiko into his comfort zone. And you know, as we have been seeing in the past year, I believe the last tournament I commentated, this was a pretty dominant 6-0 sweep for Trogs with the Akihiko Yumi. That was like a month or two ago, though, so I'm sure they've gotten more adapted to fighting this team. But like, there's quite the statement to make for Trogs to win that TMN with this team and against Oguri Cap no less. So this is going to be a test, I feel like. Trying to just get the Akihiko in here. Gets the nice grab there. Now, Akihiko definitely having one of the more threatening strike throw setups in the game. Blocking the overhead, keeping all the pressure, but gets it in with the smacker. Just look at how much health Adachi has already lost.
Yeah, that was off like one combo, too.
Dropping the combo.
No.
Maybe expecting the burst.
I think the burst still would have hit Ruby there with the end lag.
Regardless of what the decisions have to be made here, this Akihiko actually looking decently low. He is in that 18k health bracket. That nice 2B, no burst available. That should be a kill on the Ruby.
We gotta stop coming in with air attacks. Trogs is it is very clear Trogs is just waiting for it. He is just holding back. Oh no. Interesting routing. I thought he was just gonna sit there and sway a bit and then super, but that works too.
Like, look, I think if you can learn anything from tonight, if it kills, it kills.
Oh yeah, 100%. I definitely need to see Blake stop doing jump in aerial, because that was 3 times that game alone that it got anti-aired.
Yeah, you know, like I could understand why they're doing it. You know, Ruby does have some pretty strong jump in buttons, but Akihiko has a surprisingly good anti-air. I'm not exactly sure on the head invul on it, but hey, despite kind of its stubbiness, it is kind of just a box around him, so it's a very good reactionary anti-air.
It's very fast. Like, if I remember correctly, the head invul starts very early, as well as the hitbox comes out very quickly. So it like you said, it can be used reactionary instead of like a read. And it can be used very low when they're very low to the ground going for the attack.
Yeah. All right, looking at the dislip, yeah, it starts at head invul starts at 5, which is a really fast.
Insane.
Yeah, that's really fast, and just yeah, it makes him one of the harder characters to jump in on. Like, I would say, even despite the fact that Akihiko DP is pretty damn unreliable, he does have good defensive options. He has one of the fastest mashes with 5A. His anti-air is really good, and he does have good air swipes because he has one of the fastest air buttons in the game at that 7-frame JA. So, you know, as we've been commentating, like, it has been a bit hard for Oguri Cap to kind of get in on Aki, just because he is, despite being a rushdown character, he is also a character that can really stuff a lot of approaches as long as he's in the correct position, and doesn't have the longest normals at all, but just he can make it up with his like incredibly fast speeds. Yeah.
It looks like they're restarting.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a call for because of rollbacks. So
I thought some stuff seemed off. It seemed like Oguri was dropping a lot of like finishers and stuff like that on her combos.
Yeah, it's kind of the nature of the beast. The online BB tag. Unfortunately, our rollback isn't the greatest too, but hey, hopefully they're able to just like reset everything, make sure that everything is all right with the connection, able to just brush off the last game and take this one pretty dominantly. But Trogs definitely not going to make it easy.
No, definitely not. And yep, letting the intros rock. I don't remember if they did last match, but always a good thing on PC Tag to let intros rock.
Alright, a very nice snipe out of that BZO setup, but a very cap ready for that 2A check. Going to be allowing for their to start their momentum relatively quickly here. Not sure exactly what they're bidding there, but here's the bonker, gets that overhead, bursting into Yumi. I think that was just more of a decision. They want to maintain about as much of Akihiko's health as possible, because that is kind of the start of the show here.
Oh yeah, and it's obvious it's easily their better character out of the two. Swinging on Yumi.
Yeah, I think they wanted something for the record there, but unfortunately dropped. That is going to have to be a forced out burst, and not for nothing, too, as able to just get the 5A call out, go in the cross slash, 2 bars on deck to kill, and that is a dead Aki.
I was like, don't press. Yumi's faster.
Not a super undoable position. Going to be popping the Resonance at a relatively early position. Just wants to make sure that no Zeo setups come out here and get sniped out by a little bit of the AZO. Just AZO swiping out. Yumi is a character that doesn't necessarily do the best against lasers, but try to cover as much ground as possible to just prevent them from coming out.
Oh, that would have been a very nice bait.
This is going to be the classic Adachi corner setup. Oh, no assist to actually get it a BZO. Could have been a potentially stronger pressure sequence there, but regardless, going to be killing off that Yumi. Going to be taking the second game.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice baits with the 4Ps. I have noticed also that Oguri really likes to do that with a Zeo call a 4P, but that is also risky. Because if you do that and they don't get hit by the 4P, there's a very high chance you just get happy birthdayed, depending on the character.
Yeah,
and that could just kill you.
Yeah, it's always a risky decision to have to make. I think in that situation, like Yumi doesn't necessarily have the best solo happy birthday combos. I mean, you still don't want to get hit by her at all, but like I think Oguri Cap's decision there was pretty calculated at the very least, because they were pretty high up in the air. Adachi could have maybe fallen down in time by the time Ruby 4P was blocked and be relatively safe. So maybe not the riskiest, but still a risk for sure. But in that 2v1 scenario, I think it was just a thing they needed, and they sealed the game off it too. I got hit by everything. I'm gonna keep it real there. I got hit by that too.
I don't know if I got hit by that. Okay, I definitely get hit by that because I never react to that.
It's unreactable. That was a really nice sway there. Yeah, that Ruby overhead, as powerful as it is typically not safe.
Oh no, I just realized the damage going in right now.
Stopped in for a little bit of a cash out here. Nice,
I'd say that's worth it. I'd say and gets the hit. Okay, no assist to make that. Oh no, I think they were both stunned at that.
Yeah,
Baited the throw. This is such a dumb. Dropped it though. Oh no. Yes, EX drop. Okay.
How did that dropped? That just dropped? I don't know. I got nothing for you, Chie, but that's a good call out.
Yeah, saw that coming. Yeah, saw the backdash. Oguri's got to stop doing backdash Zeo. Almost every Zeo has been after a back air dash. I've noticed that. That's the bane of learning Adachis. Because I did that too when I started playing Adachi. Every Zeo was a backdash.
Alright, Yeah, that was a pretty dominant showcase despite some drops there from Trogs, and that's kind of just the Akihiko Yumi game plan. It's just like he has such a strong RPS that is very much in his favor to the point where like if you really do just get caught with the sauce, like it's pretty much game over. And like Trogs could have put in a more dominant showing for sure, but unfortunately dropped. But able to just pick back up the pieces, showcasing a good amount of resilience and doing that call out with the Mizuo dying against the Zio2 is just like strong, just like matchup knowledge as well. Yeah,
Very nice
is...
smash. Yep, that's not safe. Ending with the grab.
Ooh, okay, yeah, maybe a little bit caught off guard there, but opting to go into the super a little bit late to really secure the kill on the Adachi. But hey, damage is damage. Brings back in the Akihiko. Maybe trying to anti there that, I'm not sure, but Ruby finally giving some of that pressure. Good block on the overhead, and not going to be able to convert off that corkscrew though.
I want to see a little more like, how do I put it? I want to see more usage of Izanagi, 6P. And I want to see more usage of 5P.
Regardless there, that was just a choose who you want to die type situation, and might be able to keep this all meterless, but hey, keep it simple. That Adachi is always a problem. Ruby coming in at basically no health. This is a one-shot situation, forcing out to pop the burst on the Resonance, and once again, that EX corkscrew going to be a pretty prime mix-up option, regardless of who you're playing against, and sealing off the game 3-1.
Like we said, it's unreactable. You're not gonna react to it.
Yeah, it's straight up is. Let me check the frame data
It isn't unreactable, but it's hard. It
straight up is unreactable. It's in the fast enough frame bracket where you straight up just can't react to it. It's 16 frames.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Is that faster than Gauntlet Hades or slower?
That is 5 frames faster than Gauntlet Hades.
Jesus.
For reference, I believe that is 1 frame faster than Mitsuru's overhead.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, like when I say it's
insane.
unreactable, I mean it.
I was not aware it was that fast.
Yeah. It's definitely one of Aki's strongest mix-up options, and while it is let me see here, it's -18 on block, but hey, in a game like BB Tag where you can call an assist, it hardly ever matters. So even it's one of the strongest moves in the game, I would have to say. Not only unreactable cross up, puts a sandwich situation even if they do guess right on it, and all for only just a bar. So like it is something
and
that you
pretty
own.
good damage starter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's just not convertible solo unless I think it's a counter hit on some angles. But like I said, you're always going to be calling assist with it to convert off it. So yeah, it's one of those things you have to watch out for. And as is the case with Akihiko, it's something you kind of have to DP or super. But if you're just completely wrong about it, congratulations, you've eaten like 15k. It also does projectiles, they're saying, which is, yeah, it's a...
Yes, I did know about that. I knew about that. Also, claws on Adachi Mitz. I have never seen claws play Adachi Mitz. It's always Mitz Merc or Adachi Merc.
Yeah, so Satan Claws is one of those players that I was exposed to last time I commentated for TMN. Definitely like one of those Mitsuru Endurers, and that was the team I saw them playing with. Really like some of the implementations they had with it. A very unique comp that has looked like a surprising amount of synergy. That being said, like, Adachi being one of the classic enablers of the team. That being said, don't necessarily think that Mitsuru is a particularly, like, Adachi, like, loving character. It's Adachi. Everyone's gonna appreciate this to some degree, but like setting up BZO and like utilizing BZO, not necessarily something I can see Mitsuru implementing the best of to the strongest that this game has to offer.
I mean, it's probably about the same as Merc. at least from full screen, because you got Myth's 5p and 6p. 6p is probably not as reliable with how slow it is, but 5p with the dash forwards. It's probably in a similar vein to Ruby 5p if you just send her out, do Zio, depending on who you're fighting.
Yeah, like I think the thing that's gonna make it maybe a bit awkward, like Mitsuru 5p, unlike Ruby 5p, does send them at a horizontal instead of vertical angle, which I think does make a pretty big difference because they're in the air a little bit more. You know, they're in hit stun a little bit more. It allows you to set up BZO. And I think it also goes farther. I'm not entirely sure too, but hey, like I can see this team working. It's just like maybe not the best suit for either team, but like I keep on saying, it's Adachi. How bad could it be?
I was like, at least it's like it can't be as bad as Gordo Adachi.
Look, at that point, it's just like, what are you doing with Gordo with BZO? Like,
Nothing. You're doing nothing.
Nah, you gotta hit them with the empty jump 2B. Trust.
I mean, that's their fault, because you don't need to block an overhead for Gordo, really. You can react to that.
Hey, I mean, like, look. Sometimes you get hit. Should you get hit in that situation? No, but like...
To be fair, if you get hit by Gordo ever without an assist backing it up, that's your fault.
Damn, I'm kind of spitting. But yeah, Satan Claw's opponent will be Nago, who was rocking that that Labrys Seth composition, and you know it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for Labrys. I feel like Adachi has a lot of good sniping options, full screen, just with his Zeos, and Mitsuru has some of the most degenerate buttons in the game, with her 5A being a strong poke and her JA being one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in any fighting game. That 7-frame, 12-frame active air poke, even though Labrys does have a really strong air button, it's like, it's not comparable to the war crime that is Mitsuru JA, and that's kind of what she has to leverage in a lot of matchups. So in terms of the air game, it's gonna be a little hard for her to get some space. But hey, you know, Seth in the back, that character can kind of do anything.
I'm waiting to see the implementation of this instant overhead during a BZO block.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I imagine the general game plan wants to be with this team comp. Just get Mitsuru in her position and just go for that unreactable overhead. Yeah, just not
These
expecting
strings
the
are
low
very
roll.
interesting. Actually, it looks like it's about the same distance as Ruby 5p looking at it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to do like a bit of a comparison, but going to go in with that Azio to snipe out the Seth. Not a lot of damage, but hey, keep it all burst safe. Puts it in the sandwich scenario, but both characters getting hit.
Was that a punish on the JB?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. No empty jump mid, my favorite. Thankfully, no meter to cash out into any kill here. Ooh, the
didn't
wall.
reach!
Yeah, eighth wall is a little bit unreliable in terms of distance, but hey, still going. Okay, going to go for the beach wall this time in order to seal off the kill. This is looking very good for Satan Claws.
The mash into 5C, we love that. As a 5C enthusiast, dang.
Right,
Interesting,
yeah.
no confirm there.
Yeah, but 2A is a little bit weird to convert off of. I think you need to go immediately into 2B. It's been a while since I've learned like Mitsuru routings, but this Mitsuru is looking quite low. I can imagine they want to swap out. Yeah, there
And
it is.
swap out they do. Dang. You've been hit by... Dang. Okay. Just all that pressure. He used like 4 bars on EX dashes and dives with Seth. All of it blocked. Finally got a hit with the dash, then just got JB'd. All that work just for... Yeah, fuck S button.
I mean, that Adachi JB is definitely one of the best offensive and surprisingly defensive jump button. Like, if they do any like move that doesn't hit in the air, it's like, ah, yes, free real estate. That being said, in terms of what Adachi teams want to do with JP, I can't imagine Mitsuru kind of struggles in that regard. Or 4P is unreliable, and that's an assist that I imagine you have to use in order to convert off it. And her 5P will just push them too far away for a conversion. So it can be a little awkward, but what doesn't change is the fact that Adachi JP is just stupid.
It's Mits. Oh, that's a reset.
Opting for the cost combo. Do they want to go into a BZO? No, they're just going for the kill. 16k health character.
It's not gonna kill. I don't think this kills though. Oh my god, I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's 16k. I was like, I honestly, like, I think I would have been in a position too to like not believe in the kill, but hey, Sadie Claw is definitely knowing better than me. Set off a pretty distinct advantage here, leaving them with the solo Labrys. Definitely a rough character to get back, especially with that burst going to be stopping all that momentum. Oh no, not in time to go into the overhead. Trying to go for the Terafu. That is a red axe, but I don't think this is going to be a kill, but that is still going to be a nice chunk on this Mitsuru. One such situation on her. What's it going to be? Just a push block out, but you have to be careful. And the trade going to be locking out for Nago's favor. Are they going to make this solo Labrys comeback?
You have resonance. You do have resonance.
And it won't be popped. Can they kill here? Able to stabilize the combo.
100%.
And the solo Labrys comeback. Something that is not super common to see, but able to just keep up the pressure. I was noticing, you know, Satan Claws being pretty antsy on their defense. And he was like, Nago was just like, bet, I'm just going to keep in. And if there's one thing I think Labrys does have an advantage with, it's just like keeping you in one spot with those big buttons.
Get ready.
I'm a little like, I noticed that game specifically. Claws was doing a lot of what Fish was doing in his set against Nago. Basically push blocking as soon as possible, and it left them with like no meter.
Okay, bring in the Adachi here. Unfortunately, that 5P in the back, very nice EX chain knuckle, but you know, unfortunately not going to be a conversion. Though that Labrys is kind of cooking right now. Meter lockout gonna prevent a confirmed kill, but not respecting the safe jump. Actually, it does. Is that a counter hit?
Yes,
gonna go
it
for
is,
it.
but that was
Oh,
too
no.
far. It
Yeah.
was a counter hit, but it was too far away. Oh, drops it. Now this Labrys kind of needs to get out of here. Yeah. Really risky way to do it, but it paid off. Oh, where did the orb go?
To hell, I guess.
Like, I don't think anyone hit the orb. Where did it go?
I don't know, but I know where this Seth is going. He's going straight into this cross slash here. Though this could potentially be risky. Yeah, just going to be going in for the raw tag. This is a surprisingly even game so far, but I think in terms of just the space and neutral control, it's very much in Nago's prerogative to try to make something happen here, and both of them wasting their CC. And once again, returning back to the visualization, this is very much in Satan Call's favor, but Labrys will be getting in. Hits the low too, but a push block out. Just does not want to deal with anything.
Oh, no punish.
Oh my god, that
Seth
freaking
needs
Seth.
to not be called. And that's why Seth needed to not be called. But this isn't looking bad.
Very nice stabilization here. Nago was cooking quite hard with this solo Labrys, though they are getting a little bit less value out of their resonance as they could be. Mitsuru are going to probably be playing really defensively, just forcing Nago to come with them. Resonance will be running out. This is going to be an honest game, but no conversion off that chain knuckle.
Oh my goodness. Can this kill? No.
Not with the drop. You know what?
Gets the
American
grab reset.
You okay?
And Nago.
I will be honest. I don't know if I would stick with this team, knowing Claus's other options.
Yeah, like I think
It doesn't seem like it's really been doing much.
like I think they have like a solid like understanding of how to operate it, and in theory, you know, I do think that it is something of a matchup check for sure. But it's just like, you know, they're gonna be sticking with it. Labrys Seth has gotten them pretty close overall, so I don't think like the team swap will. Well, it might make a huge difference. It's definitely hard to call that, but like the team swap isn't necessarily on their mind right now. They're just gonna want to play with what they've been comfortable with all night and see if they can really, really make something happen.
Yeah, I do want to see a lot more. Oh no! That's a hell of a start. No cross combo to make it like more damage or anything though. Just satisfied with the 8.5.
Ooh, try to match there.
Oh, the happy birthday I think actually ruined the combo.
Yeah, something you always have to be careful of, but just trying to keep this Labrys down and out. Putting it in the sandwich scenario, expecting a cross up, and no burst is going to be available. Solo Seth coming out from Nago.
Oh, the aerial actually messing up the confirm. What the hell was that?
That was a funny trade there. But once again, you know, if Mitsuru like, what am I trying to say? Mitsuru excels in anything. It's definitely just kind of that neutral space control game. That was disgusting. That was unfortunate.
What happened?
I think that's how Adachi 5. I think that's how Adachi 5B should work at all times, to be honest.
What, just drop?
Yeah. I'm an Adachi hater.
You know what? That's valid. Not dead, but this Seth putting in work right now. Oh, yeah. And now you're down to Adachi. Gotta say that's safe. That 2A is not even deceptively fast. It's just fast. Like, you can see how good that move is.
Yeah,
but that's gonna be 3-1, right? That is 3, right? Yep, that's 3. 3-1, Nago favor. Well played by both, honestly. Little mess ups on both sides. It just cost a bit more for Claws than it did Nago, but both played pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, I think overall, like, it was a very like hard fought set, and the Labrys Seth I think could have definitely done it. It's just yeah, I think just having to deal with Mitsuru with both Seth and Labrys is going to be a rough time. Like, you know, Seth, as for as good of a character he is, he does have relatively stubby buttons, and as a result of Mitsuru's like good chase down potential, I can imagine that Seth might actually struggle if he's not given proper support. And Labrys has a little bit of an awkward assist kit. She has a strong 4P, don't get me wrong, but her other assists can be desired in many ways. So just having to deal with Satan Claus's very defensive, very like slow approaches, like not a lot of BZOs at all, but just utilizing Kanji's assist, or sorry, not Kanji's. I just saw Kanji on Adachi's assists in order to just kind of like zone him out.
Give Adachi, take away his 4P and give him a second 6P in terms of Kanji's chair.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say give him jam session, but like,
I mean, I'll take that.
I don't think I want Adachi with jam session like that. That sounds stupid. Like you can let Kanji have it. I think he needs it more.
Give him jam session, but make it as fast as Dante's jam session in UMVC 3.
True.
Then Adachi can really start being complained about. And he can be the best character in the game.
I mean, is he like already not contender for that already?
9 exists.
9 doesn't have BZO.
No, 9 has an unblockable loop and fuck-ass buttons everywhere.
Okay, but regardless, whatever your opinions
let's get back to the match.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, what a second. Oh, drops it though. Oh no. Okay, was buffering a jump. What? I hate that. I hate that.
Like Kanji's DP is thankfully actually like a good guard point, so you don't like die. I don't know what's going on anymore.
No, this is the BB tag I love. I love this scramble shit.
Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die here.
Someone's dying, and we don't care who. We just are here for it.
Okay, yeah.
No meter for a cash out. They are just both push blocking like everything.
Nobody has meter to do anything. We played a different game here.
What is meter? We don't need meter here. Okay. Not gonna lie, that is the BB tag I love seeing. I love BB tag when it looks like that. And
I have
playing
nothing.
like that.
I have nothing intellectual to say about that game. Let's move on to the next one.
I mean, I can say some stuff that's funny, like intellectually, but like I don't think it needs it at that point because everyone saw what happened, and it's like, why bother explaining that?
Look, I firmly believe in all my time in commentary that some games are not able to be commentated. That was one of them.
I respect that. I respect that. Now let's see if this game goes the same way, because that was wild.
There's a Labrys on screen, which I don't know if makes things better or worse, but Kanji coming in. Okay, yeah, officially you're just going to be DPing out of the situation. Sets up the sandwich. Not going to be getting punished, though.
The toes? What? Yep, it's already happening.
Okay.
It's already happening.
Yeah, just push block out of the situation. Nice coverage there with the 5B, but unfortunately not going to be stabilizing that combo. Labrys will be coming in. 5C, baby.
I'm sorry, but I'm obligated to every time Kanji throws a chair, just say the chair, no matter what.
I mean, that do be what it is. It do be a chair. Oh, yo, double overhead from Blade. Rise up. She do be having overheads. Going to the super.
We got actual meter on board in this game? Wild?
Yeah, we're gonna be spending it.
Oh no!
To the 4A, like we're capping, we're capping. Going for the overhead. He's gone.
Man, wait for the grab. Yang just said, "I hold the fist."
Okay. Less chaos compared to the first game. Like less chaos.
Less chaos and a much more dominant game for Fish here. First game at least had a character in the red. This game, they were both still green.
Okay. I don't know.
No, Trogs, that super, like as soon as it's done with the flash, it is vulnerable, and then it only grabs basically directly in front of it.
Yeah, I think the invul also wore off from Kanji's super. It doesn't have a lot. It has enough to go through something.
Well, that's what I said. As soon as the super flashes over, the invul's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a shot.
Nice snipe out of the situation. Good armor through. Unfortunately, not able to stabilize everything. Kanji able to match out. Yeah, Kanji does have a very, very surprisingly good match punter. I believe his foray is 6 frames, something like that. It's fast.
Get hit with the whack. Oh! Text the wrong way. Doesn't get the actual confirm on the first.
Spend some meter just to make sure that they stabilize the combo. Gets a cross up, but no assist to go to the back. Yeah, Kanji GP not going to be getting punished, but officially are trying to keep up all the pressure here.
Oh my goodness. That is so... I always forget how much damage that grab does. Safe jump? Nope, not safe jump. Chair.
Okay. Ooh, that should be a DP.
Yeah. No, you think... I don't even think he could DP there. I think if you tried to press anything, you got hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit here.
Oh, drops it!
Oh my gosh, he's
Oh,
dead.
you know what? We take those. That is, in my opinion, a worthwhile trade.
Okay, no
I
point.
always forget just how like fast that recovers.
It's pretty deceptive, yeah. Okay. The chaos is still happening, but DaBelowZero is making sure that this was not a 3-0 sweep, at the very least.
Get ready.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah, I can't comment about the validity of Kanji Labrys in this matchup because, like, quite frankly, like, I think any team would be about as successful in this match because it's just chaos. Yo, Labrys DP actually hitting and anti-airing. That's we love to see it. And getting JB in, that is some pretty good stabilization here from DaBelowZero. But I don't know why Yang just decided to fall out. But who cares? She's still got a combo.
I'm saying Yang privilege, and I don't actually know what it was. Oh, it doesn't confirm. Oh, that was 2 kills. Oh no.
Is that a happy birthday?
Yeah, that's a happy birthday. And then Blake just gets grabbed.
Yeah. Wasn't a good enough happy birthday apparently. Go into the
Oh, the
reset,
reset, super, just super. Yeah, just super, and that's a kill. Use all your meter, keep it safe, and cut the cat in half.
Oh my god! It actually got hit by the last frame of the chair, and that's as quick as it was for Fishlicker's favor. It's suddenly on game point.
Yeah, 2-2. Also, I had to stop myself from saying something wild. Because I almost said something wild.
Look,
If you want to know, I'll message it. I'll message it to you. I'm not saying it on stream.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Does TMN have a good lawyer?
The lawyer
Hey,
is
I
me.
didn't
If you-
say it.
The lawyer is me. If you said that online, you're fucked.
Okay. Thank you, Zircon.
Hey, I didn't say it.
DaBelowZero, like, run up DP.
I'm done. No, I quit. Zircon, I quit.
Okay. Nice duck under the grab. Really realized it was coming out.
Does that hit? I would say I think that's too far. Honestly, get the Labrys in. Get the Kanji out of there. There you go. It started off as a good start for Zero. Oh, I thought that was a burst bait. I was gonna say good bait, but it was not a burst bait.
No, just go ahead, burst, bring in the Kanji. That is plus, yeah. Get him with a grab.
One up
too.
grab.
We're playing a grappler out here.
I don't think they realize that. I don't think they realize that you don't need to. That you can combo off that in the corner.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, they didn't have meter to super. That's why they didn't super.
There's been just so many resets. Like, can someone die? Respectfully.
Nah, disrespectfully, fucking die. Someone. I don't care who at this point.
Was that did he actually abuse the collision box thing I was talking about with Labrys of all characters that set up that sandwich? I'm so confused. Like, things are happening.
Oh, why would you switch Kanji in?
There are decisions being made.
It is Resonance level 4.
Look, if they get, oh my god,
They wanted it. They wanted it. They didn't kill it.
Was that a homie stock? I don't know what's going on. Oh, but the Labrys TP killed.
It was a counter hit. That's why it killed.
Oh my god, what do you mean? The game ended with Labrys DP.
So we had in that set Kanji. I'm pretty sure he threw Kanji away, by the way, to go for the Astral. I'm pretty certain that's why they swapped Kanji in.
No.
And then went for a raw Astral when Blake was behind them. And then proceeded to Fish proceeded to hit them once and dash back. And
Look.
then it ended up just ending with a DP counter hit anti-air.
Look,
Bruh!
Look, I try my best here to be, especially these beginner brackets, not to be too judgmental about things. So
Oh, I'm not judging. It's hilarious.
I won't. But like, damn, if I were Fish, I can imagine how they're feeling right now after all that. Like, that was just a roller coaster. Like, I don't know how to describe that outside of just it's like I felt every emotion at the same time.
I feel like that whole set was akin to the first time you went on Space Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're just blown away the very first time you went on Space Mountain. And I feel like that's a pretty accurate like comparison.
God. Okay.
We're
gonna go-
dude.
We're gonna go to Intimidating and Lobby. Whether or not it'll be as cursed as that was, I'm not sure. I know Intimidating, kind of a wild player though, so maybe it'll be crazy. I don't know.
Both
I
of
need
these
to-
players are fully willing to just press the buttons. They are here to play the game.
Look.
They are like me. They are here to play the video game. This blocking, get it out of here. This playing patient, get it out of here.
God. Look, man, you know, you spend like $20 in the game. If you were me, you spent $50 for some
Oh,
reason.
you poor soul.
Like, look,
Well, how long ago did you spend that? That's
like
the thing.
5 years ago.
Okay, that's not bad.
Like literally when 2.0 like came out.
Okay, that's not bad. That's different than spending $50 now.
Yeah. But anyway, backdash round start for the okay.
That was that was a 5B I saw start up. I'm 100% certain I saw a 5B there.
Okay. UEDP
This is
will be
doing
missing.
damage. Letting it go. Oh, it doesn't. Can Hilda OTG with anything of her normals?
I don't know actually. I'm okay for real with you.
Zircon, do you know? Do any of her normals OTG?
2C.
2C.
I'm guessing the tip of 2C and that's it.
Nah, 2C just OTGs.
Really? It's that big of a hitbox?
It's that big.
It's pretty generous, yeah. I can see that.
Speaking of Hilda, though, this Hilda is
Dead.
dead. I was gonna say this Hilda is in danger. No, this Hilda's just dead.
Just warming up.
So far, Dave's mashing is working way better than Lavender's mashing.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, I think they do be playing a pretty mash-heavy team comp here with this Yumi Akatsuki.
Oh, 100% this team comp is just, how much can I press this button? 5C DP? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, they got the Yumi out. They got the Yumi out. Now, if Lav can get a hit, nope, too late now. I was gonna say, if Lav can get a hit, Astral is on the table.
From that point, I don't know. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness!
From the heavens! From the heavens!
Oh,
No,
the
you-
reset! The reset!
I
Is
think
it
he's
dead?
dead.
This might be
I think
dead.
he's dead.
I think it's dead. Very nice from Lavender. That was some very clean Weiss play there.
Yeah. Alright. Like,
Are you
It's-
regretting coming on comms tonight?
no, this is totally normal for a tournament I would commentate. like actually, it's just like I want to be analytical. Like I think it's important for beginner brackets
I
to,
was gonna
to
say,
share.
Rat Void, have you heard the shit that WNF commentators be saying?
Oh, 100%. But usually I'm not able to fully tune in because I'm at work. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Normally I'm at work.
Look, we just be used to this stuff out here. Like, I'd love to give some critical analysis here, but like, as I said previously, sometimes there's just nothing to say.
A nice unblockable setup though.
That was an insane grab.
Grabs there!
Intimidating! He's simply goaded with the sauce.
It's like, who fucking grabs there?
Okay, nice burst out of the situation. The Hilda 4P will be backing up Weiss a little bit in the back at least. Able to get the land
Oh, we
cancel
got
too.
the cancels?
What do you think?
I was gonna say the. Oh, the backdash! That would have been safe with the back. Interesting. Okay, the 4P caught. Very nice bait. This should be a good chunk of damage. Okay, not gonna go for a cross combo setup. Baits the DP. Decides for once I'm not gonna press the buttons. And went right back to pressing and got 5 seed.
My turn.
Okay, that brings in the Hilda. Recognizing Weiss is quite low. Thank God you can't convert off that. I'm sorry. I'll keep the Hilda hate out the door.
Nah, you're valid.
Okay.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
How did that hit? I'm gonna keep it real. with you. How did
Because that
hit?
hitbox is very big. I think that's gonna, yeah. I
Okay.
think that's. It's like that super does not actually have as big of a hitbox as you would think.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
It do be lacking in some verticality.
At least when up close, it seems like it gains a bit of verticality when it gets farther away.
Yeah.
But up close, it's kind of like you can't just jump over it.
Yeah. Alright. Lavi up 2. Intimidating. I don't know if they play any other teams besides this one, to be honest.
I do not think they do. I've never seen them play another team.
Yeah. They do be thonking.
I'm interested. I've never seen them even have another team selected upon entering lobby. That's how much I've not seen them play another team.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen them get swept 3-0 by like really good players and not switch teams. So I don't know.
What are they? What is Dave cooking?
Did he swap? I didn't see.
No.
Nope, he didn't swap. He just took a minute.
Get ready.
Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you gotta take a second.
Yeah, you know, just take that breather. Hey, it's very important for high sense situations like this.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight. Can't hard disperse it. Just warming.
Just a goal to raw 5B in that situation. I respect Intimidating struggles, but just like I just think there's just been too much coverage. I think with Hilda's assists and calling out the burst too, stabilizing the combo, making sure that everything is like just safe.
By the way, can we? What is going on? Okay, the happy birthday pushed it away.
Weiss is almost dead. I don't know how she almost dead, but she almost dead.
Yumi damage on counter hit.
True.
What a fade back JA. Drops the combo, but mistimes it, and then this is 100% dead. No.
Unless
I shall return.
here's the bonker, they say. Yeah, the Hilda J coming out, 2 bars on deck, not stabilizing the combo. Just raw super. Eh,
I think that's the best punish you could really get.
yeah. I mean, the Yumi can do it. Like, they're. I think they
can
got
no longer
crossed
do
up
it.
there.
Just super.
I beg, please. Okay.
Thank
okay.
you. Like that was you did like almost a rep and a half too many before you needed that you needed.
Okay. I
Lobby getting the 3-0.
I like my heart.
It's like I'm sitting there like, please, I beg of you, super.
Okay. I am gonna take a quick second. I need water.
Oh, I've made sure I have water. I always keep a bottle of water by me for this. Okay. So how are you, Zircon? What's your opinion on all this?
I don't even. There's just been a lot of stuff happening. I don't know, man.
Is it everything you hoped it'd be with me back on commentary?
Oh, it's a dream. It's what I always love.
You hate it, I know.
Yeah, not a fan of this Void guy.
Who's Void? I'm Rat.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, to be fair, I did officially rebrand. I've changed my name on literally everything. Other
Look,
than
man.
PSN, because I'm not spending money
Look, man.
to change my name.
You still call Oguri Blake.
That's
So I was still
her
gonna call you
actual
Void.
name!
I'm pretty sure it isn't. I've heard other people call her something else.
I've never heard her called something else. Did you tell them to wait while Lon's gone, or are we just gonna go in and I'll hold it down?
I probably should keep this going. I could just tag in.
That's
for
fine.
now.
I can. It don't matter to me. I've held it down in other places before too, so. I'm waiting to see if this is as chaotic as the past sets with Zero have been, because they've all been chaotic as heck.
These last few sets just in general have been chaos.
I love it. I love this BB tag. I love the way that can happen.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite kind of BB tag. Just everything going on at once. This is definitely going to be hard, though, for Zero, because Oguri plays...
Labrys into Ruby Adachi, that's probably, that's not going to be that ideal.
Oh,
well,
no! Not gonna lie, I don't agree with spending 2.
No, I definitely think just the one would have been sufficient. Oh, what a...
Almost reset. You need to get this
No,
Kanji out,
not the
though.
reset. Didn't fall
Okay,
forward
just
this
kept-
time, right?
Can't you tech forward for that? Oh no! This
I'm
has
not
gone so downhill!
Oh my good lord. This Kanji's been in a pixel for years. Okay.
Okay, Kanji's dead. Neither of them have good res though. Level 2, level 1. But this matchup is definitely not the best for Labrys. Like, yeah, JB's a good button, but Ruby also has a JB.
Ruby
and it's-
JB is a better button.
Yeah.
Get Oguri, please stop being so fancy.
That almost killed.
Yeah.
Okay, that was sick, but very risky, and it got you hit. Spend the meter, you're in res. Burn some of her res.
Oh, good falling button. Jeez.
Guess I'm a pretty good fighter.
And to be fair, it's Ruby. When are they not falling button?
I mean, true, but it was still good.
Fair.
I'm back.
All right,
Was
cool. I can
that-
shut up now.
Nah, stay in. You got it. That was game 1, by the way. Lon, it went to Oguri.
Okay.
Decently close match.
Get ready.
Yeah, DaBelowZero is still sticking with the Kanji Labrys.
I think they play on their team.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Mhm.
Fight.
Okay. Hopefully things are nice chaotic when I left back, but you know, already starting with the 5C, gonna be a good amount of damage.
It was not that chaotic.
Okay. Nice overhead check here. Gonna be just cashing out into that BZO, keeping the pressure in here. Once again with the bonker, the 5C. Gonna be sniping out again.
I don't agree with what's it called? Excuse me. I don't agree with the fact that every time they want to set up BZO, they're spending cross cage.
I mean, in some situations, it's like you kind of just have to if you want to BZO set. I mean, BZO is that strong. It's kind of like time's a ticking with it, so I kind of agree with Oguri, like occasionally spending this gauge just for it. Unfortunately, they're not able to like maintain or pick up the momentum. But a nice match, just avoiding the air command grab, but can't keep it all burst safe.
Just wake up super.
Went straight into the burst here.
I think they were trying to set up a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were trying to set up a sandwich, but Kanji still came in on the left side. But that's a quick 2-0 right now.
It's like, I think DaBelowZero is maybe getting a little too comfortable with the chaos that's been happening all night, and against a team like Adachi Ruby, it's like, sure, you want to put as much pressure on them as possible, but there's so much space control, so much screen control, but just like Adachi's view, Adachi buttons, it's like for slower characters like Kanji and Labrys, they're gonna be an inherent disadvantage, I think, in a lot of scramble scenarios.
What?
He went off.
I do want to see more Zio, Blake, or Oguri, please. Stop doing the fancy routes. I beg you.
I mean, you gotta practice them, you know?
Yes, but there's... When you're in loser's bracket of a tournament...
Hey, every moment is a time to practice.
Especially a tournament that you've been wanting to win for a while.
Look, the way I put it,
that
nothing
could have been a
nothing
kill.
gained.
Oh, this is definitely gonna be a dead Kanji though. I was saying, yeah, no. Labrys cannot press there.
Unfortunate.
A little bit of overkill, but that's a quick 3-0.
Justice prevails.
Just stay on the ground like the losers you are.
Adachi, Ruby.
That took a while to end.
Yeah, I was just sitting there. Are we gonna get to the screen? Like, well, yeah. Unfortunately, I definitely think DaBelowZero got just kind of caught in, kind of got into the cycle of what Oguri Cap has been putting down. Like, Adachi Ruby, not a huge amount of BZO comps, but that's kind of one of the nice things about Adachi Ruby, I think. And just some Adachi teams in general. You don't need it. The team is just strong enough at its core with assist calls, space control, that like, hey, even if you don't really get good opportunities to set up BZOs, it's just like, you can just play neutral very well, and once your offense starts, it can still be really strong. And I'm definitely feeling for DaBelowZero there, just having to deal with that, especially with their characters of Kanji and Labrys. It was just really hard for them to like snipe at EZOs from full screen or just contest Ruby while they were up close. So, unfortunate matchup kind of checked there, and they weren't able to take it home. But nonetheless, going to be bound down in 5th place for their, if I'm not mistaken, first TMN. That's some very impressive stuff that should not be downplayed at all. It's just, you know, going up against a tough opponent can naturally be hard.
Yeah, and they beat Fishlicker, who's not a slouch at all of a player.
Yeah, most definitely. Hope to see them again too. I think I think Kanji players and like Kanji comps in generals are always interesting to see. And Kanji Labrys is I could imagine that they might be the only person in the world that would want to play something like that, and we've seen in the past.
Sorry, I coughed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and we have seen in the past. You know, people have made a lot of weird teams work. The one that comes to mind, like directly, especially in these intermediate beginner brackets, is Pat Neko, who plays Noel Makoto, who, quite frankly, you know, not a great team at all. Not a team with great synergy, but like they just put so much time and effort and dedication to it, and they've made it work. So, you know, DaBelowZero, if you're listening to this, you know, keep on trucking on with your unique teams. I'm sure you can make it work.
I don't remember who said it, but apparently this is a team that has quite a bit of stuff on Replay Theater from other regions. I don't remember who said it, if it was like E30 or Zircon in the Twitch chat.
There is kinship in the world, I guess. Yeah, Satan Claws versus Lavi coming up next here. Satan Claws still going to be sticking with the Adachi Mitsuru.
Yeah, they don't swap teams a lot, which is fair. If you play what you want to play. Win or lose, as long as you're having fun, who cares? It's your choice. You play how you want to play.
Yeah. In the case of most like Adachi players, usually their version of fun is making sure that you don't get to play. But in terms of like last time I saw them, like very untraditional utilization, I think, of Adachi. Not a lot of BZO, maybe not necessarily a lot of the zoning, and deciding to actually like kind of play a bit more attrition game with the white with the Mitsuru. I guess this team comp though, like it might be a little bit harder with Hilda in the back. There's the BZO.
A lot of spacing in this match, or zoning, and then just gets grabbed.
Just gonna be setting BZ up here. Lavi not gonna be taking the initiative to try to snipe it out or anything, and bringing back into Hilda. I actually really do like this decision. You know, Hilda is a character that deals with Adachi relatively well compared to the rest of the cast. So we'll have to see, because it's been hard for her to like throw out a projectile, but that Heat Riser will be getting punished.
Oh no, this might be dead? No, this ain't dead.
With the cross combo, it might.
Oh yeah, no wait, cross combo. No, this is just dead. Never
Nah,
mind.
it's just dead for sure.
I always forget how high the minimum damage is on cross slash.
It's pretty damn high. All right, setting up the BZO there, able to get the conversion thanks to the artificial corner as well. Ooh,
Oh, I accidentally double jumped, I'm pretty sure. And then just dash right in. It's like, nope, it's still my turn.
Yeah, like surprisingly enough, I think that's the first time tonight we've seen Satan Claws really get the opportunity to like utilize that Mitsuru JB, but like we want to talk about it real quick. Literally unreactable overhead. It's a little stupid to say the least. But
I mean,
it does have a...
that's the point of an instant overhead. If it's reactable, it's not instant.
That's not actually how we define instant overheads in this game.
I know, I'm messing. It's not fully how it works, but like I wouldn't call it an instant overhead though if it was reactable. Like, is there something in this game that's an instant overhead that's an instant overhead and reactable?
Gauntlet Hades, technically, except you're not reacting to it.
Is that considered an IAD? Or not IAD, instant overhead?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the definition of instant overhead. Usually instant overhead doesn't mean, like, instant fast. It just means that you can do it from any point, which, you know, the game didn't like us talking about overheads.
Nope, the game did not like us talking about that. Oh, I usually thought of instant overhead as you could, like, when you go to do it, it just comes out. Steam apparently signed out Satan Claws completely.
That's hilarious.
They just said in the Discord. Steam just said no more.
No more instant overheads.
No more Zeos for you.
Wow,
You said Adachi players don't like to let the other person play. Why do you think my two Adachi teams are Adachi Azrael, Adachi Yumi? I want to play the game, not you.
yeah. Apparently playing the game also involves having the game crash.
They're on their way back.
But yeah. Instant overhead discussion aside.
Yeah. They're messed up either way. Let's leave it at that.
They do be overheads, and whether or not they come out instantaneously is up to... I mean, like, they be fast. Yeah, I don't... I just realized Lavi swapped to Yang Weiss. Like,
Yeah, they did that.
yeah, I was like, something seems off about Lavi's team. Like, what changed?
So this was the original like team. That's why I actually when I have them on, what is this? Where did this Hilda come from?
Where did this Hilda come from? Indeed.
Pull up the Cotton Eye Joe song. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? This Hilda.
All right, we're starting off. I feel like exactly the same way with the Yang just beating up the Adachi, trying to just get a bit of a. Oh my god, that was an insane JC, brother.
Oh no, you can't DP that. You know what sucks? Game that crashed. Claus was winning pretty handily, and now.
Look. This is sometimes just a fact of life. Sometimes you get hoe.
Who is it? That's Yang. Why are you surprised?
I don't know. Like I'm not surprised as more as I'm just remarking in an exaggerated fashion. Please don't tell me that hits. Okay. Alright, let's recenter everything. Mitsuru gonna be coming in. Actually, a pretty nice snipe on the Weiss there. Slowly making this comeback.
Which super does more damage out of Myth? That one or the other one? I would guess that one, since they keep using it.
Bufadine does, yeah. Oh no, not opting to go for a cross right there, but hey, you know what? Keep it all meter positive, and Yang is still in. Like. That's just gonna how it be, and like yeah, Lavender like going to be taking the second game, former day third game.
Okay, I'm gonna say it because I know people have been commenting on it. It's Lavender.
Yeah, I know. I just realized.
Like I was gonna let him rock because he says names wrong sometimes, so I was just letting him rock.
I know.
I think if anything, like, never trust a dyslexic man to like
to talk. Well, Lavender, isn't that a pal in Power World?
I don't know. But yeah, look. If you can blame anyone about my pronunciation, blame the Oxford Dictionary.
I was gonna say you just got a bad skill tree roll on your speaking.
I mean, I am dyslexic and have a stutter, so like...
Exactly,
yeah.
You got a bad roll. You need a skill reset.
You know,
what a bait.
Okay, bro. Anyways.
What, have you never heard that before?
Okay, we're just gonna be playing the game here, just trying to snipe out with the 5B. That was probably the
super. I think she's trying to bait a super.
Okay, nice catch.
Oh no! That was very nice, very good confirm.
Nice. I'm just gonna be going in with the land cancel here. Sets up the glyph too, but expecting the cross up, able to get the conversion. 4 bars on deck. I think that should be kill. Oh, not quite.
I think they missed, or not missed the link. I think they wanted. I feel like they wanted to active switch there.
Yeah, Yang's assists have a deceptively little amount of active swap time. Oh my god. Yo, beat Sidwa? Atkins would be proud. Nice sniping out here, just trying to prevent any bad thing from happening. That resonance will be running out. Alright, that's going to be a kill into that super 2.
Say, is this dead? That's 2-1, right?
I should be 2-1 for
Just call Lav. You can just say Lav.
Lavender. Yeah, there we go. Like, the only reason I'm saying it Lavender is just because, like, I thought that's what they were going for with the name. Like, is this a pun name? Yeah, that's no. That's
No,
just how
it's legitimately just Lavender.
It's just how you spell the lavender.
It's just how you spell
It's just
lavender.
the color.
Like, I thought lavender was spelled like ALAV, like EDR or something. No N in there, but look, like I said, never trust a dyslexic person to read you anything.
Go into the Merc.
Yeah,
And
we're already
get
getting
armored. And armored again. Oh no! I feel like they push block too many times.
Just cash out into the super there, but it's gonna be DP out of the situation.
I did not think that would still hit.
From the heavens
Dang.
themselves, actually going to be almost killing off this character. No, not quite, and allowing a bit of a save into the Adachi, but no kill on this Yang either. This is looking pretty close. Well, this is a very dangerous decision coming out from Satan Claws. Press it into 2A, yeah, that the risk not paying off there. So Adachi though has level 4 resonance, and the characters on Lavi's side isn't exactly looking the best either, but a nice 4A match just to prevent that cross up. Ooh, yeah. That 6P is one of the few grounding projectiles in the game, so he's able to get the conversion like that. I don't think this is going to be a kill, but very importantly going to be running out that resonance.
Well, that's gonna be the game, yeah. That's a 3-1 for Lav over Claws. I do wonder if it was, because it seemed like there was a lot of options. I wonder if it was lagging for Claws at all, or if that was just made some bad decisions. Because there was a little, some of the options they chose seemed a little iffy, but as well as it seemed like they were like doing DPs in weird spots, double jumping in weird spots. But maybe they also just, who knows? But either way, good job to Lavender. That was that 3-1, 3-0? I forget already.
3-1.
Okay. Right, Claws won the first one.
Yeah, now we're gonna be moving on to our winner's side of the bracket. Gonna be Trogs versus Nago. It's felt like a pretty long while since I got in the last few Trogs play in this tournament. Like, yeah, moving through the loser side of the bracket. You know, relatively at a fine pace, but yeah, I'm sure like Trogs is ready and itching to go and facing off against Nago. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, both of these players are potential graduates for TMN tonight.
Yes, they are. Claws was the other one, but now it's just these two.
Yeah, and you know, going to be swapping over to the Akihiko Yuzuriha. Definitely the team I think they're more comfortable with. Even though that Yumi has given them a lot of success, I think they just want to start off this set strong, just play the team that they're most comfortable with, and really, I think too, because Labrys and Seth aren't necessarily like super long-range characters, I can imagine Yuzu's gonna have a bit of a better time just zoning them out and like starting pressure of her own accord. So gonna be an interesting winners finals here. So let's see how it starts. That could have definitely been a lot more disastrous, I think, for Nago. But in terms of the life totals, this is very much in Trog's favor to be thankfully not going to be beating out that anti-air for Nago too. But once again, getting hit here, Trog's back in the driver's seat, going to be equalizing those life totals a bit more.
And still a lot of meter on Trog's side too. Nago's been push blocking, and that reset was nasty. Delay the... Was that a throw bait?
Yeah.
Oh God, Trog.
I don't think Trog is out of practice at all. You know, he hasn't played it like much in like recently. You know, even in the winner side of the bracket here, but he's cooking.
I thought Trog's played in the last TMN. Did he not?
No. I'm saying it's like in this bracket. You know, it's been a while. We were going through losers.
Oh yeah, no, he went and got food.
Yeah.
He legitimately went and got dinner.
No.
What a throw bait with the 5C. Not a marvelous though. Oh, just letting it happen. What?
Man.
Why did that not go away when Seth got hit?
They were already coming out. So when
Okay.
Seth orbs do come out, the property where if you hit him they disappear is removed.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't realize that it must have hit him like right as. Oh no.
You hit a raw Cyclone starter, goodbye to your health, even though, like, that was only on Cyclone 2, and not the longest combo could be. Just 9.5k, Trog's gonna be taking the first game.
Jeez. Just run up or just sway up Cyclone stance. I hold this.
Unfortunately, you know, the Yuzu really didn't get to do much. Like, being a zoner character, she can definitely struggle in a close range game, but like that Akihiko, that's been the star of the show definitely all night, and Yuzu is a bit of a weird character, I think, to get readjusted to. So hopefully they're able to kind of re-implement some of the Yuzuriha shenanigans in this next game. But hey, you know, they got the very strong Aki in the back.
I mean, you would know this better than me, because don't you actually know Trogs, or is that just cheap in E30?
I don't know Trogs personally, but we're both SoCal.
Okay, yeah, like you know, Akihiko is that's his character.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he has Adachi heart, but he only brings that out in like last game situation.
With the overhead though. Doesn't look like we'll be going into the last bell. Gets the cross up, but not baiting the burst, however.
That was a throw counter, so there was a button there somewhere.
The good old classic, but this is going to be a little bit of a risky decision, keeping in the Labrys and still maintaining her position. Yeah, gets sniped out. That should be an assist punish, but no, Akihiko failing. That was a pretty pivotal drop there from Trogs, and that's going to be a dead Yuzuriha too. Could have potentially made this an advantageous situation, but not quite going to be this. Another DP coming up from Nago.
Isn't that like minus?
What is?
The JC?
It is, but he can follow up after it in ambiguous ways, so it's a bit awkward to have to punish it. But regardless, yeah, Trog's gonna be getting that nice 2A punish and stabilizing the combo, making sure that he's doing the right super. That's Seth, considering 16k, regardless of how it is, that should be a one-touch, and Nago not dealing any of it. 2-1-4C coming out from Seth once again. Let's see if there's a stabilization here. No, not quite.
Yeah, too far in the...
I'm not sure what they were cooking there.
Oh, what a bait!
Yeah, and this can be a
This
pretty
is
pivotal
dangerous.
moment. Yeah. Okay, Seth getting away. That's pretty huge here for Nago. But if there's enough Cyclone stacks built up with any starter, this could kill. But now just going to be punishing that JC pretty thoroughly. Nago going to be taking their second game, or the second name, not their second.
読みの選抜はこの総人が担う。さすれば迷うこともなかろう。潔く散れ。
Yeah, that was
After this match, I want you to look at what Claus posted on the Discord and tournament general, because it's really funny. The picture, or the screenshot from their set.
damn. But yeah, regardless, I think if anything, it's more indicative of what we were talking about. That Yuzuriha, unfortunately, is been pulling her weight. I think as much as Trog would like to. It's just like I think he's getting maybe a little too antsy in the close range with Yuzu, and she's just dying off a little too soon. But like the Aki cooking. Look at this. Already started off with a happy birthday.
Aki always cooking with Trogs.
Go back, nice throw bait, but not gonna be able to bait out the burst properly.
Like, I feel like Yuzu's doing basically the same thing. Oh my goodness, what? I would not have blocked that. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude,
What a grab!
that was an insane throw there, but like, yeah, as far as I know, Aki Sway like is only throw interval at certain points, and since it was a throw counter, they might have thrown them at just the right time. This is pretty dangerous here, but
You need to
gonna be
get...
forcing out a burst.
Yeah, but I'd rather take 4,700 over losing the character that's been doing the work.
Wow, this has been kind of like a scramble of a game here. Trying to push like another situation. Trog out of meter. All this pressure still mounting up.
Nago
Once again,
also out of meter, though.
yeah, just like trying to make something happen here. The Seth dangerous though, getting caught by the 5B. Seth going in the wrong direction. Blocks, and that should be punished. No assist coming out in the back. Both level 4 residents available. Trogs is at a pretty uncomfortable life total. Maybe try to anti-air there, and I think that might be good here for Nago, as they will be taking out the Akihiko with the Labrys.
I would say there's no might. That's just dead.
Can you simmer down?
I feel like Yuzu is doing the same thing that Trogs was having Yumi do in the set against Blake, but just not as effectively, because she's not doing really much when she's on the field.
I think there is a distinct difference. Like, you know, Yuzu having access to a lot more cross-up setups instead of like just general things, but I think a lot of it is just the explosive potential is gone. The Akihiko's been getting a lot of hits, and like even though the Trog's getting a lot of hit with his anger character too, it's just Yuzu is just thankfully isn't like a super high damage character, so they're able to get those hits, but they're not really able to make it count. So they're just gonna be swapping over to a team they're more comfortable with and still off the set.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Nice throw there. Once again, that Akihiko RPS, always such a strong, threatening thing you have to be worried about. But the empty jump throw, yeah, I think there was a DP being expected there from Trogs, but not the grab. Brother. Nate might be dead for this.
I think she is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. There's more explosive potential on deck here with this Yumi already killing off a character and could potentially even maybe threaten some spooky situation. But a Barre grab is the name of the game here today, apparently.
Oh no, put the orb out too. And the get off me 5A.
Ooh.
Oh, drops it though.
I think no. I think that's an intentional reset from Trog there. Actually, using the 6P in a pretty intelligent way to like force up a cross up in situations you might not expect. I've been really liking that so far, and able to just kill him off. I like see. As much as Yuzuriha is probably baby girl, like this Yumi just provides way too much support for Akihiko. It's paying off in spades in that game.
Oh no, this team, this team is absurd with its utility. Both characters benefit from each other decent. Like, Aki benefits from Yumi so much, and then Yumi still gets benefit from Aki. It's not a one-sided exchange. Both characters, no matter which character gets a hit on starter, can do damage. I mean, hell, this team is one of the easiest teams to just round start TOD with.
I think Chie Adachi would like to have a word with you.
I said one of, not the easiest. I said one of.
Regardless of the explorer that here. I mean, okay. We could have seen something like that.
We could have seen it right there. If Seth hadn't fallen out there, that was both characters dead if he did the right combo.
Yumi to invo through the Seth thing. That was some pretty like Omega Brain thing I was seeing coming out from Trog, but thankfully not able to convert off that grab.
What a Yumi! What a butt!
Oh, he's dead.
Why are you not? Okay, yeah, in the corner that doesn't work usually because they're too close. Okay, that was really nice. Definitely should be dead. Oh, not enough. Now, I hope they don't regret not killing that Seth when they had the chance.
Yeah, bring him in though. I think I get it. You know, Labrys is in that one-touch scenario, but do you really want to risk your Seth this much here? Like, he's usually the character you want to make your solo comeback with, but hey, he's kind of cooking. Oh no, that's not gonna be a good kill.
I was gonna say, get the Aki out. I don't know how I feel about bringing the Aki. Oh, very nice mix.
So in the sandwich scenario,
Yep,
it's just gonna be the same sign overhead. Frog's going to be taking the winner's final set 3-2, but a very hard fought set and needing to swap off to this this more Aki focused team. But hey, you know, this is if this is what they really want to commit to, like to just win and graduate, I see no reason if they're not to. So they're going to be sitting pretty in grand finals, but we'll see who they face off in this kind of run through in the loser side.
Who did this? Reload this webpage. Okay, it'll be Oguri versus Lavender next.
Yes. And you know, this is looking at the bracket, this
is a run back, isn't it?
Yeah. Winners quarterfinals. One of the first matches we did have on stream, going 3-2 to Lavi there. Or sorry, to Oguri cap here. I misread it a little bit.
I was gonna say that went to Oguri.
Yeah, that was a pretty damn close set overall, but both these players have been through quite the hell. I mean, Lavi pretty much losing round one, needing to go through basically the loser's gauntlet to get here, and currently locked in with the Weiss comp, a team as far as I know, like, you know, something they are more comfortable, more familiar with compared to the Hilda. As strong as a comp as Weiss Hilda may be, I could definitely tell. Maybe it's not their main squeeze. It's not something they practice for too long. Just want to dabble it in the tournament. But at this point, you know, in the bracket, maybe it's time to just swap to the main squeeze, especially when it comes to fighting a pretty messed up team comp with the Dachi Ruby here.
Get ready.
But yeah, just going to probably start off with a Weiss. I do believe, going to be starting off with the Adachi. Oh, actually going to be starting off with the Yang. This is an interesting round start interaction. Yeah, because Adachi can just kind of like go back there like this, but a good air is going to allow Lavy to start off with their own pressure.
Now, one thing I don't like agree with the way, and like this is, I noticed based on like different Adachis do differently. I don't like doing, me personally, I don't like doing the 5C ender for the knockdown. I prefer the command stab.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it effectively gives the same safe jump. Like it's pretty minute in terms of the difference as far as I know.
It's literally just a little bit more dangerous. Oh no! You're not dead off this. There's not cross combo and please.
I mean, you know, she has hit those combos a couple times. Yeah.
Oh no! Now they're both be dead. If this is done right, they should both be dead.
Yeah, go into the Data Smasher, but no, one of them will be actually surviving.
They didn't do the cross combo version. Like they didn't do a full cross combo setup or like version. Well, doesn't matter when Yang whiffs the anti-air. You got a lot of time to punish that.
Yeah. I don't know something about that set dynamic, but like I felt like Oguri like won that match a lot more dominantly. But looking at the life total, they definitely did it. Like they were pretty low. Like
I can tell you why. I'm very certain it's because of the fact of most of Oguri's hits were like full combos, setup hits. Meanwhile, most of Lav's hits were like one full combo and a couple straight hits. But the damage difference like was there because in stray hits.
Yeah.
So it felt like Oguri was doing a lot more.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of just the thing, especially with BB tags. Like they be so fine, then suddenly Yang 5B, happy birthday, baby. Gonna be stabilizing here, and gonna be throwing that corner carrier as well. That's a nice chunk on both characters.
And that's a 9K on both characters, and a hit, and a burst bait. Not a burst bait, a burst punish.
Yeah.
Not dead. Next hit.
Ooh, a very nice matchup.
Nice
Pretty
press.
brave, considering just how low Ruby is. And imagine they want to swap over into the Adachi at some point. Yeah. Oh, brings in the grab. This is actually still more dangerous, but oh no, what's his weird burst?
Oh, what a cross under mix up though.
Oh no, that's very dangerous. Oh, that was an opportunity to potentially kill off the Ruby, but not quite believing in it. This actually is probably going to be a dead Weiss in turn. No, doesn't catch out of the super, but gets the safe jump hit, brings in the Yang. I don't think you can kill from this position.
I would say that's going to drop. Okay, that's...
Oh my... Don't you love when you bait out the parry and then the parry still hits you? Yeah,
well, they didn't bait it out. That's the thing. They swung and it went through because the parry wasn't... Wow.
Oh,
they fell out of that?
Yeah, they weren't close enough. Counter hit confirmed? No, not quite. Okay, gonna hit that 5A.
Don't
Keep it all simple.
Okay, yeah, kept it simple. 1-1.
We must strive for the best versions of ourselves.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple opportunities I think for Oguri Cap to just like seal out the game, but not believing I think in their damage potential at some certain points. I get it, you know, especially when you want to maintain all that pressure with this team. It can be a bit of a proposition to go for those damage cash outs when you're not sure when you want to kill. It's just like, yeah, we kind of saw the breadth of not having some confidence in like both in combos and kind of in pressure sequences too. Like noticing also maybe some backing off, like just trying to do some hard call outs from Oguri's side. So a game that kind of slipped out of the hands for sure, but like nonetheless we're still looking relatively strong.
Well, I will say this also. I know for a fact they don't know the good cross combo for this team yet. Because I talk with them a lot. Mainly, I talk with them a lot mainly because they're best friends with my girlfriend. So, they don't know the cross combo for this team yet.
Yeah.
So they aren't that comfortable going for like the fancy cross combos yet for the high damage.
Understandable, you know. Hopefully they're able to practice a little bit more this set. Just try to play some zoning situation. That is a 5A coming out, but yeah, no counter call there.
This 4P has been putting in absolute work this match. That is a 5th 4P that's hit, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Adachi or Ruby 4P, one of those stupidest assists in the game. Why not use it? You know, 5th one?
There's
Why not?
That's 6th, I think, actually.
Yeah. Ooh, dropping the combo a little bit there. Oguri cap once again. Just all these situations coming out. I don't know if you should have gone with the super, but that's a cancel too. Oh my god.
What is going on?
I don't know, but I think Oguri cap might be paying for their life here. Cross raid is available, but no, doesn't even need it. Just going into the cash out into the super, keeping the Weiss. This is bad here.
What a press!
I believe that is I believe in terms of Weiss and Adachi's button, they both are 7 frayers.
Okay.
So, but this should be a kill.
Is that 3 yet, or is that just 2? I think that's 2.
That's 2, yeah. 2 for Lavi.
Yeah. Yeah. All that work, all those hits, but they didn't get like full combos off all those hits, most of it.
Yeah, it's just like, God, I
gotta. Sorry, go ahead.
I do thoroughly believe that like Oguri cap is winning most of these games and scenarios. It's just like there's just not a lot of confidence in killing or just like not keeping things burst safe. It's been some very unfortunate decision making, and maybe the pressure is getting onto them, and like there's just too many things to keep track of, and like I can imagine some of these drops are affecting their mental. But hey, you know, they still have another game to play with, and they need to win 2 to get out of this losers bracket. I can definitely believe it.
Oh no, this is awful.
Yeah, this was like how basically the last game started, and to be fair, you know, Oguri did manage to make somewhat of a comeback, but this is like a little bit of a worse position. No burst available just for an emergency either. Getting a grab 2, cash out into the super soon. Okay, able to get him out.
And then just gets a raw hit. I don't know if I agree with that.
I mean,
At
you know,
least without
put her
the cross combo.
Put her in a guaranteed like one-touch scenario just in case like a burst does come out. I get the decision, but this is a quite unfortunate scenario, and trying to go for one of those CC routes that they probably have been practicing and just unfortunately whipping it out here. Run straight into the Yang. Weiss not able to pick up though.
Oh no! Oh, no meter. Okay, I didn't realize there was no meter. The hardest.
Oh!
And a reset!
Yeah, thankfully for Lavi there, like, could have been a lot more potential damage on deck. 5 bars on deck, though, this might be a one-touch. Goes into the super. Is that too high? No. Catching.
No, that's dead.
DHC.
Very good recognition that you just get that kill. Spend your meter, get that kill.
Alright, head back. I see like a little bit of that respect from Oguri cap. Doesn't want to call the assistant too bad of a spot, but like how bad? A nice air block
what
on
a
HP though.
Oh no, the 5A wasn't far enough! And that's gonna be Lavi taking it 3-2. Or is that 3-1?
3-1, yeah.
Someone just says in chat, Yong.
Yeah, just I I think, Oguri Cap 100% trying their best there in those situations. It's just I think they got caught up in the storm of pressure that Lobby was putting down. The Yang was being very aggressive. I noticed too, towards the latter end of that game, they were playing pretty respectful of Yang burning gold, almost to the point where they kind of just let Lavi move forward and start pressure. And like from that point, it was just Panic City trying to mash everywhere, just trying to beat out the Yang. But ultimately, Yang proving that she had those superior scramble buttons, and yeah, just some heartbreaking losses. I'm sure for Oguri Cap, but going out in fourth place, very good showing for them tonight.
Got the revenge too. That was winners. Oguri won 3-2, but now they won 3-1, so got their payback.
And they're gonna be going over to Nago with this Labrys Seth composition. This will be the first time they're running into the bracket. Nago sitting comfortably on the winner's side of the bracket up until now. So in terms of the game plan that will be established here, it's going to be maybe fresh waters, because as far as I know, like, Nago's just kind of testing out there with this Labrys, and I don't know how much Lavi has experience against their Labrys in specific.
Calm is so boring.
I don't know that either.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Okay. I like the threatening of the 2C on the round start, just in case there's a Yang 5B coming out. Nice side swap there, going to be getting a corner. The pressure, try to match out of the situation. Burst is available, but yeah, that Weiss super kind of sucks. Very unreliable.
Like, trying to go for the fancy mid-screen combos again.
He's going to be pushing up this corner here. Getting the low check. This is pretty bad for Nago, but does manage to get the snipe out. Does not have the ability to bait out the burst, but like, yeah, that's gonna be a good chunk of damage that will activate Semblance.
Oh no! Super keep it simple. Okay, doesn't need it.
Nice hit.
That was bold, to say the least.
Yeah. I'd say no. I don't think Yang can do anything about that.
I mean, she could have mashed.
I think Yang's mash is too slow.
Let's see. We're going in, getting the nice sweep there. Thankfully, no Astral on deck, but just enough time with this Resonance in order to run out most of Lavi's and get a good chunk of damage, putting her in a one-touch scenario. That Weiss Astral's in play, but I assume there's no way. Oh yeah, I thought that was
I actually know the hitbox on that.
I think it's literally just on the floor. Like, I think it do be that bad.
Is it?
I don't know. When was the last time you see the Weiss Astral? Oh my god, that was insane. They were trying to like beat a masher
Probably
up
catch
back.
a jump.
Yeah.
Interesting choice, but that's game one to Nago. Yeah, I don't know the hitbox of that Astral.
I know Weiss Astral is one of the harder ones to combo into. I believe you can't do it off dash, but you can do it off 5 AAA.
Yeah, Lon was right. It's literally just a small square on the floor.
That's sad.
Damn.
Cause that in most Astrals that would have worked, cause Nago swung and everything.
Well, this game do be kind of unfair sometimes, but yeah, Nago gonna be put under pressure.
She's gotta make up for her messed up button somewhere.
So some pretty calm, patient, neutral game right here. Nice block there. Gonna get a solid happy birthday. Maybe building enough meter to go into some type of cross combo confirm. Maybe not, but still a good amount of damage. Oh, you know what? American resets. We love to see them. That Seth is gone.
And that's the character you want gone. If you have to pick a character that you're gonna get rid of out of that team, that Seth is what you want gone.
Sure sets up the glyph. Is that like kind of a cheeky unblockable setup I'm seeing there?
It's probably like a hard to blockable.
Okay.
It is
I would
actually
guess they're-
unblockable if timed correctly.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah, that was, like
I would assume it wasn't timed correctly because they were able to resonance.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I
it's,
mean-
it's really strict.
I mean,
I would imagine.
Residence does let you get out of unblockables though. Like, you know, it has invul frames to go through the unblockable.
Nah, you're wrong. Let me have this.
I'll let you have a rat.
I am a rat. What do you mean?
Well, like,
That's called slavery. That's wrong.
no, like, have another rat.
Okay.
So
Too
about that
much?
lawyer Zircon we were talking about.
I might need to consult the council on that one.
Hey, I denounced it. I didn't say it was good.
Okay, regardless of the legal state of my fellow commentator here, it's looking like that gang is getting beat up.
That Yang is gone. Very gone. Ain't got a hit.
Yeah, I think she's dead too. I think she's gone. She's dead.
Yeah, I think she's dead too. Yeah.
Like Max Axe? Oh wait.
No, never mind. Didn't.
Wait, no, it's the reset.
The reset.
I was
The
trying to.
reset.
I'm not gonna lie.
The reset. So we technically were wrong, but right?
Yeah, I think Labrys can get a full charge brutal impact off Seth super or Seth 2-1-4C. It's just, you know, didn't have enough meter, but hey.
No,
They
neither, but
picked
I don't
it
think
up.
she needed it. She had red axe. I think she could have just done. You could just done the loops, the cross combo loops, and then done super. Because you had max red axe.
Yeah, but it would have been funny.
Oh, 100% would have been funny.
Just shout uncle when you want to
Yeah,
give
that's-
up,
If there's one really great thing about Labrys, she's probably one of the scariest characters if you're like just constantly losing. That freaking like Max Axe Labrys is like a thing to behold.
Already starting off not good in this game. Was this game 4, right?
Yeah, game 4. I'll go on that set point. Already getting kind of sniped out there. Not able to jump cancel in order to beat that out, but does get hit by the 2A for the troubles. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure putting up a glyph in front of their face is like minus 61 or something like that.
I mean, Lab's gotten away with it most of this bracket.
Not gonna be getting here. A little bit of lag spike and a pretty brave 5B match going to be allowing for this return to this corner position.
I think I want to say she went for 5B. I'm willing to bet. I was gonna say, did that get called in time?
I hope so. Oh, getting in with the low here. Don't think they can stabilize in the combo, but this is definitely one touch. Pretty nasty a side swap situation there, and the orb actually ended up missing. That was pretty insane.
Dang! I don't know why I thought she was gonna run up DP again.
It would have been funny.
It would have been funny.
Nice smash out lobby. This is a do or die situation for her, so gotta make the most of what they can. Gets the cross up too, but does not bait out the burst.
Had the super right away. I think the back super would have killed. I forget what it's
Right.
called. You
I don't
gotta
know.
go in. Like, you don't have a choice.
I don't
Grab him.
know, like,
Grab him.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know how much I like Lavi playing this patiently, you know, like,
Yeah, no.
they definitely, like, maybe should, like, maybe that scenario play a little bit more aggressive, but hey, I understand, you know, this is a very high tense situation, and considering too, you know, I also think Nago in turn also should have maybe been a little more aggressive to match Lavi's pace, because there's, you know, leaving himself open to some unfortunate scenarios, but regardless, it doesn't matter what happens. Is Nago taking that set 3-1, getting the run back against Trog here.
Yep. That'll be Lavender at third, which is very respectable. And then let's see how this goes. Nago got to do a whole reset and another set if they want to win. Now, the winner's final set was close. It was 3-2, where Trogs took it, but is Trogs going to immediately start with the Yumi, or is he going to go back to his girl Yuzu and try the first set with that? Because it wasn't really working, the Yuzu.
Yeah,
And then the Yumi swap made it. Yeah, okay, it looks like he's gonna try Yuzu, and he's going to Hazama. Seth.
Yeah, and like Labrys has been kind of the star of the show for most of the bracket, but probably gonna be swapping to something they're a little bit more comfortable with, and see who will prevail in this grand finals. This will be a graduate determining winners final or grand final. So regardless of who wins this set, the person winning will be graduating from TMN. So this is a pretty exciting, pretty high stakes moment, I think.
Oh yeah, completely. I haven't seen Nago play Hazama in a while, so I hope he's not like way out of practice with him.
We'll see. And, you know, Akihiko, Yuzuriha, a very different team comp for sure. Already looking at, like, a very comfortable on the automaton, just weaving in, weaving out, getting that grab too. This is a great start for them so far.
Yeah, well, Hazama, not a very high damage character. He can do some messed up stuff if you let him.
Ooh, DP punish, but not going, or DP not going to be going punish here. 5P also not going to be getting hit, and a nice conversion here coming out from Nago.
Okay, not dead, but ouch. I don't know if I would have spent everything. I like to have some meter left over, but
I mean,
well,
it
doesn't
worked
matter.
out. Yeah, like, you know, you want to make sure that if you get the kill, you get the kill. But that is a level 5 Cyclone there, going to the Museodyne just to keep it all safe. The reason why he didn't go into the other super is because, like, it can whiff on some bursts, so you're just trying to keep it safe against some bursts. It's a little weird.
The 5C. And that's Trogs' resonance done.
Resonance also falling out there. Yeah, Seth.
Was that a punish?
No, that was that. So Seth is -2 on 214C. Oh, gets the cross
What a
up too.
mix up!
Yeah, that's something you got to be careful about with Akihiko. Like, his shift sway is a tech chase. So even if you forward tech against it, he'll cross you up every single time. So got to be careful about that.
That was the Akihiko comeback on two pretty healthy characters.
Yeah, it's just like, look, Trogs. I know they've been feeling it tonight, and they've been like hungry for this graduation, and this Akihiko has been looking fan-freaking-tastic.
Oh, what a counter hit. Ah, drops that again.
Ooh, and a nice
What an
call.
anti-air. Lets it go for the throw bait. You gonna do EX? Yep, EX. Keep it going. Keep the damage going.
Yeah, missing the test hit here, allowing Seth to kind of reconverge and get some space back here. Definitely gonna imagine there's gonna be some type of swap here. Yeah, and gets hit just right there, but does not keep it all burst safe.
I would have thought they would have supered. I don't know if super would have killed, but that would have been. Now this is hard. This matchup's got to be not fun for Hazama.
Yeah, but you know, Trogs has no meter on deck, but falls right out of the combo, getting the cross up too, and not going to be bursting out of the situation. Did not do it in time. This Yuzuriha definitely doing a lot more work compared to the first time we saw them around. Just able to move around, but gets hit by the 5C. This Seth can be quite the pain to have to deal with, but mistimes that 2A, getting the throw. Akihiko in the back here. All this damage being built. I think this could be a kill if they decide to go for it, but no.
I don't think so. They wouldn't have gotten 4 bars out of it, I don't think. What a grab! Called out the teleport behind.
Oh no,
That is 3
5C.
5Cs this match.
Ah, yeah, that's not plus there. Just gonna be going to keep it simple. No astral. Gonna be disrespecting your pseudo plus frames there. And Trogs, once again, with the Aki, able to keep it calm, keep it real, and put one more game on the board.
Yeah, that button, Aki 2A, has just been stuffing every attempt that Nago has been making to do pressure with that EX dash. And sticking to this team. This is their last chance. They have to win 3 in a row, otherwise Trogs will graduate.
Yeah, and then they have to win another 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
pressure...
I'm letting them handle this set first.
Yeah, the pressure is sticking to them. Trogs is on fire. Don't see a reason to swap off this Akihiko Yuzu, but they got that Yumi in the back. Going to be getting that that bait too. This is looking great for Trogs right now. Oh, the parry!
Oh my god!
The perfectly timed sway. Trogs absolutely keeping it on a fire here, but almost gets hit by a happy birthday. Nago going to be taking some amount of life back here. Gets the throw too. This is quickly going back with the combo.
That was ballsy. I respect the attempt on that Devouring Fang.
No, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he didn't do any kind of cross combo loops or anything.
That reads!
Your wallet gone.
Yeah, keep it all burst safe, and now suddenly bring in the Yuzuriha. She can cook it. Immediately gets hit by the 2C. Gonna be not converting off these kills or combo, but that orb still coming in the back, and Trogs finally losing a game here. Nago taking it all in and just able to keep it, just the pressure going constantly while Trogs is trying to defend against everything.
That's the way he needs to play, is that he needs to keep that aggression going. He cannot give Trog space.
Yeah, definitely. And like,
he has to keep it airtight so Akihiko can't like just jab him like he's been doing, but he needs to keep it. He needs to keep the aggression up, honestly, because if the moment he stops the aggression, that Yuzu's gonna tear him apart.
If Nago's able to keep this real for another potentially 6 games, or 5 games,
he doesn't have to. I was like, he doesn't have to have all 5 of those games in a row. He just needs the next 2 in a row. Then he can drop a couple more.
Yeah, but they're already starting off really strong there with the 6P call. Okay, just going to be getting that tick throw set up. Just looking a little rough here. Going into the super double overhead, baits out the burst.
No. Okay, doesn't get a punish, and then gets the dash. You need to let that Hazama rest, though.
All right. Yeah, keep it all safe. Orb coming in the back. 5C coming out available. Gonna be hitting that Marvelous. Akihiko at that low amount of health, but respecting it. And a nice counter call on both sides. Burst will be getting whiffed. And this Seth is
Taking
quite
the
the
damage.
hurting.
Wait, this is... Oh, didn't
No,
do the
you-
other one. Oh, that was a risky burst. Does this kill? I know this super... Yeah, this kills.
Yeah, and then just like their advantage... their advantage was like so thoroughly in play here, but Trogg having to play a 2v1 very much like I was just sitting in the back waiting for Nago to get in. Gets a little bit of a snipe, but no punish.
I think Nago just isn't sure how to approach this.
Yeah, I respect it. Oh no, waiting for
respect-
Trogg to go in. Oh no, that's gonna be
I
a
don't think this is
DP.
dead, but it's a good amount of damage. Back in the corner.
Gets the
What
throw
a
bait
throw
too.
bait! Yeah, super, and that's two. He's made the adjustment so far.
Damn, and just that was so close.
He already got booted from the lobby.
Hazama! Seth!
Look, this is what we have the Discord stream for.
Yeah, he's watching the Discord stream.
Okay,
He's
hopefully
got the
they give
Discord
him
stream up.
hopefully they give him a second to readjust the stream.
I mean, Nago close. They're about to. Oh, you're in. Okay.
Yep.
Trogg's taking a minute, debating, does he go to the Yumi or does he stick this set out with the Yuzu? Does he want to risk playing a second set?
I'm not so sure here, and those games were won by such a margin to the point where, like, yeah, that Yumi could be the Midas touch that Trogs need, just that increased damage potential. But no, wants to take it with their team, the Akihiko Yuzuriha. Not a bad choice in the slightest. They still got another set to play with it. They gotta go back to that Aki Yumi. They still have that area too. But we shall see how this dynamic goes in the set.
I think if they lose this set, they just go straight. If what I think they'll do is, if they lose this set, they'll just start the next set with Aki Yumi. I would guess. Because it's very clear Nago has made some adjustments to this team.
Definitely. All right. Game 5, potential grand finals reset. What's it gonna be here? Akihiko going in, push block straight out. Doesn't want to deal with any of that. Happy birthday to start it out here, but dropping that opportunity. Burst out, good stabilization as well.
What hit there? That wasn't even like an overhead or anything. That was just a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that lag spike.
Doesn't want to deal with any of that pressure and goes
The throw
in
reject-
with a throw there. Able to hit it, just keep it all burst safe. That Seth is low, double overhead, but does not beat the burst out. 2B.
What an anti-air! It's both these characters. What? What a throw!
No meter available. Can't keep this all like super threatening. That Akihiko is going to be getting hit. DP bait.
What a
Going to
bait.
be hit here. However, Nago's characters both in that dangerous range. Goes in with the throw though. Confidence is at play. Wants that corner position. Spend the bar. What's it gonna be here for Nago? Potential one such situation. Aaron block will DP.
Oh no, okay. This is your last chance. Air res was very risky.
No, gets hit, not able to stabilize it into a
That
combo. Yes, able to do it here. Yuzuriha coming out here. Maybe some doubts about the effectiveness of the team, but Chie was the girl to make it all happen here. As Trogs gonna be sealing out Grand Finals 3-2 over Nago, and finally getting their dub to graduate TMN here.
Alright, Trog, Stug Finals, run it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Good job to Trogs. And good job to Nago, second place, nothing to scoff at. It's been a while since we've had Nago in second, haven't we? Hasn't it?
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know.
I said it's been a while. I was asking Zircon mainly. It's been a while since we've had Nago in second, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's been like capping out at like 5th or 4th lately.
Fourth and fifth.
Yeah.
So
Finally
good job.
He
And most
started
of
cooking
his,
today. Like he was doing really good.
yeah, especially he was using Labrys for basically the entire tournament up until Grands.
Yeah.
But Trogs, his
Good stuff.
Akihiko was on fire tonight.
For sure. Good play all around tonight. Very, very good tournament. I'm so happy how today went. And oh man, always so fun to be able to do this. Congratulations, Trogs, for both winning tonight and finally, about fucking time, graduating this bracket. I'm surprised you've been in it for as long as you have. I thought you were gonna graduate like 7 brackets ago.
He almost graduated when I did.
Either way,
That
well
was
done,
scary.
well earned, so good. Thank you, everyone, for who came in, watched, played. So happy to see all the amazing support that this constantly gets. It keeps getting bigger and bigger every time almost, and I love that. Big thank you to Lon Lily and Rat for being on the mic today. Thank you both.
Yeah, it's always a
No problem.
pleasure for to commentate for these brackets. I haven't commentated for a lot of them, but every single one has been great. All I'm saying is both brackets, Trogs one I was commentating for, SoCal blessings. They're quite powerful, but like in all seriousness, really happy for them. Really happy that they graduate. But I gotta give some thank yous. Thank you to my co-commentator Rat for holding it down with me on the mic here for tonight, and thank you to Zircon and the rest of the TMN crew for providing these opportunities for beginner brackets. I really love them, and I think they are some of the most important things for our community to have, really. Giving a lot of players that are underappreciated or feel maybe a little too stressed with the high pressure tournament environments that we do have in the scene. And it's always great to see some new faces, some new ways to play, and really appreciate what TMN has to offer here. But another big shout outs to our streamer, Red E30. Not the typical streamer at all, but making sure that everyone got to see the BB tag action to the best of their abilities. Unfortunately, a little bit of a hiccup that we got solved relatively quickly, but big shout outs to them for holding it down on the bracket side.
Indeed, I was gonna say a big, massive thank you to E30 for holding it down on the stream today, because Nepgear unfortunately could not be here today. So thank you for stepping up. This probably would not have happened today if he couldn't step up. So thank you, E30.
They'll go D30.
And we go ahead and see us.
Oh, let
That's
me say one thing.
Trogs.
Thanks for all the WRR guys that decided to skip out on a WRR. Come see how we do things over here. Nice having you over here.
Indeed. Me. Gotta figure out who we're rating real quick, and then I gotta get Nepgear to do that, because E30
Well-
can't, so...
Well, E30, I feel like it's tradition and honor before for every bracket you may be streaming. Why don't you end us off here?
Yeah, it might be small text in the contract that I was given, but hey, yeah, I'll do the usual closing and then we'll go to our ending sequence. Thank you everyone for tuning in, whether you're a participant, viewer, or a little bit of both. Always a pleasure. you spending your Saturday night with us. This is a very interesting time, and it is an honor being able to stream for Training Mode Network this time around. So, shout outs to Zircon for making this ran as smoothly as possible and calling all the matches for me to put up on stream. Thank you to Lon Lily and Rat for making sense of the chaos, especially with the newer players. They could look back on this and say, hey, maybe the commentators have something informative for me to start working on. So shout outs to you both for making that happen. I think that's going to be it for us. This has been, let me make sure I'm getting this right, Training Mode Network Neo Fates Crossing number 28. Hope to see you all next time. I believe we're on a bi-weekly schedule for this, right?
Correct. Yeah, every
Yes,
2 weeks.
correct.
Yeah, so see you all next week. Same place, same platform. Training Mode Network is consistent on PC.
It's always PC. Yeah.
Always PC.
Yes.
So hope to see you all there in 2 weeks' time. But I think that's going to be it for us. But as per usual, all good things must come to an end. So for now, stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them. But most importantly, shout outs to Bird Gang.
Shout outs to Bird Gang.
God dang it.
Have a good night, y'all, and take care. See you next time.
Goodbye.